Cookeville followed with a 3-and-out, and Maryville quickly extended its lead to 21-0 on a 2-yard scoring run by Torrey Beaufort. Beaufort would also put the exclamation point on the Rebels' fourth possession of the night with a 6-yard touchdown reception. Late in the first half, Cookeville advanced to the edge of the red zone, but a Davidson pass was intercepted by Wyatt Wilbur, sending Maryville to the locker room up 28-0. The only second-half points belonged to the Rebels as well, a 7-yard touchdown run by Cohen Babley in quarter number 3, which initiated the running clock. The 35-0 loss dropped Cookeville to 1-6 on the season, but with 2 Region 4 6A games remaining, the Cavaliers still control their playoff destiny. Maryville, meanwhile, improved to 6-1. As for the other Week 7 matchups involving Region 2 teams, Oak Ridge moved to 3-0 in the region and 7-0 overall with a 34-7 victory versus Bearden. The Bulldogs 0-6 on the year, including 0-4 in region play. And Bradley Central defeated Cleveland 42-3. The Bears 3-1 in the region, while the Blue Raiders remain winless at 0-7 with an 0-3 region mark. Among Region 2 teams, only Bradley Central played last week, the Bears improving to 6-2 with a non-region win at Soddy Daisy 40-6. Tonight, Bradley has its open date. Meanwhile, in addition to Farragut at Cookeville, tonight's other games involving Region 2 6A teams include Hardin Valley visiting Oak Ridge, Bearden calls on Cleveland, and outside the region, Maryville entertains Science Hill. In Region 1 6A, Westridge welcomes Morristown East, and outside the region, Jefferson County plays at Powell. Elsewhere around East Tennessee, beginning with Class 1A's Region 1, last night Hampton hammered Hancock County 62-0. Tonight, Cloudland calls on North Green, and Cosby travels to Sunbright. In Region 2 1A, Greenback hosts Oakdale, and Wartburg welcomes Coalfield. In Region 3 1A, South Pittsburgh is at Sale Creek, and outside the region, Copper Basin travels to Pickett County. Moving to Class 2A, in Region 1, West Green visits Happy Valley, and in a non-region matchup, South Green is at Concord Christian. In Region 2 2A, Eagleton Academy makes the trip to Polk County, while in Region 3 2A, Bledsoe County heads up to Grundy County, and in a non-region tilt, Monterey welcomes Trousdale County. Turning to Class 3A, in Region 1, Claiborne entertains Unicoi County, and outside the region, Pigeon Forge calls on Cocke County. In Region 2 3A, Meigs County travels to Scott, and in non-region contests, McMinn Central hosts Tellico Plains, Sweetwater entertains Oneida, and Austin East is at Carter. Meanwhile, in Region 4 3A, Sequatchie County calls on Community. Shifting to Class 4A, in Region 1, Sullivan East makes the short trip to Elizabethton, and Greenville visits Volunteer. In Region 2 4A, Gibbs is at Fulton, Anderson County entertains Union County, Heritage hosts Alcoa, and outside the region, South Doyle welcomes Clinton. Moving to Class 5A, in Region 1, Daniel Boone travels to Morristown West, Sevier County plays host to Tennessee High, and in a non-region affair, David Crockett entertains Cherokee. In Region 2 5A, William Blount welcomes West, while last night, Central won at Halls 38-35. In Region 3 5A, Walker Valley visits Lenoir City, and in non-region matchups, McMinn County travels to Red Bank, and Ray County calls on Loudon. Finally, in Division 2, Baylor hosts Ambassador Christian out of North Carolina. Grace Christian is at Christian Academy. Lakeway Christian travels to Chattanooga Christian. McCauley plays at Catholic, and Webb is in Middle Tennessee to take on Stewart's Creek. Here at Cookeville, it's the Admirals and Cavaliers with their first ever official meeting. Both teams coming off their open date, and Farragut trying to extend its modest winning streak to 3 straight. Just ahead, we'll get a look at tonight's likely starters for both teams when the Farragut Football pregame show continues on West 105 and online at WFIV.com and the Admiral video stream on 105.3 WFIV's YouTube channel.
The Shrimp Dock, Knoxville's premier fresh seafood market, offers fresh seafood entrees at all 3 of its area locations. Po' boys, crab cake plates, fish tacos, shrimp, salmon, and more. Choose an entree. Choose a side and a beverage. Dine in or carry it out. You won't regret making the Shrimp Dock your choice for a seafood meal. 3 locations to serve you. Farragut, Bearden, and Alcoa. All locations open at 10 a.m. Monday through Saturday and at 11 a.m. on Sundays. Like us on Facebook for the Fish of the Week and other weekly specials. The Shrimp Dock, Knoxville's premier fresh seafood market.
Hey, it's Matthew Bryan. Trust my local insurance team and me at Bryan Insurance Group for all your insurance needs. Personal or business insurance, our team will find the most affordable rates and coverage you need. Call us at 865-983-8114 or find us online at bryaninsurance.com.
Welcome back into our Farragut football pregame show from Cookeville High School, where the Admirals and Cavaliers set to do battle. The final non-region game for both of these teams in 2025, and a chance for both teams to build some momentum going into those big final 2 weeks when, in fact, playoff spots will be determined. And as we take a look at the starting lineups, let's begin with Coach Jeff Courtney's offense. Up front at left tackle, number 63, Aiden Perez. 5'10", 260, a senior. Left guard, number 50, Luca Hoffer, 6'1", 255, a senior. The center, number 62, Will Zooks, 6 foot, 275, a senior. Right guard, number 52, Bryson Bassett, 6 foot, 235, a senior. And at right tackle, number 73, Connor Frinkowitz, 6 foot, 245, a senior. That Farragut offensive line averaging 6 foot, 254 pounds. The tight end will be number 45, Aaron Heatherly. He's a junior. One catch for 16 yards the last time out against Hardin Valley when Farragut last in action 2 weeks ago on the season, averaging 11.5 yards per reception. He's got 11 catches along a 46. That went the distance for his lone touchdown. At wideout tonight, or in the slot rather tonight, it'll be number 13, Anderson Glover. The sophomore had 4 catches for 55 yards against the Hawks 2 weeks ago. On the season, averaging 11.4 per reception. He's got a couple of touchdowns. So he's in the slot for Ethan Farragut, who is not available. Farragut coming off that outstanding game against Hardin Valley where he tied a school record with a 99-yard kickoff return and also had 8 catches for 153 yards and a touchdown. Not available. That continues to be a problematic hamstring for Ethan, as well as Farragut's Zane Qureshi-Smith. Just one of those injuries that seems like you're never quite completely over it and always on the verge of re-aggravating it. So again, Glover slides to the slot. Meanwhile, filling in for Anderson at wideout will be number 9, John Haskins, the senior. 1 catch this year, good for 6 yards. And also Max Garfield, number 10, a senior, against Hardin Valley. 4 catches for 45 yards, including a touchdown. On the season, 18 receptions for Max as he averages 15.4 per catch, a long of 74, and leads the Admirals with 3 touchdown receptions. At quarterback, it's the junior, number 3, Corbin Hobson. Had the best game of the season against Hardin Valley 2 weeks ago prior to Farragut's open date. 18 of 28 for 282 yards and 2 touchdowns. He's completing 58% of his passes on the season, 1,047 yards, 8 touchdowns to 4 interceptions, a long of 74. He's also got a couple of rushing touchdowns. At running back tonight, we're going to see the return of Nathan Jacobs. Whether he's the starter tonight, I'm not sure. But Jacobs, number 14, the freshman, when last we saw him, he was absolutely outstanding against Bearden. 16 rushing attempts for 154 yards. A real breakout game for the freshman. So he missed the Hardin Valley game, had the open date to recover further, and should be in the lineup tonight. Whether that's the starting lineup or not, I don't know. If not, then you anticipate it'll be the senior, Charlie Noble. Charlie, 5'7", 165, had 11 carries for 44 yards and his first 2 rushing touchdowns of the season. 2 weeks ago against Hardin Valley. On the season, Charlie averaging 4.4 yards per rush, 241 rushing yards, a couple of touchdowns. Again, both of those were against Hardin Valley. And he's also caught 5 balls out of the backfield. Would anticipate that we would also see Carter Collier and perhaps 2 Logan Wright. Apologize to Logan. Late last game 2 weeks ago against Hardin Valley, he got in, and those black jerseys, the numbers difficult to read. I thought it was still Charlie Noble, and I was giving Charlie credit for a couple of nice runs by Logan, who had 7 carries for 36 yards against the Hawks. So again, my apologies for that. Let's see, the place kicker's Ryan McHugh, the senior, who's 5 of 7 on field goals this year with a long of 47. The holders Noah Haig And the long snapper tonight will be Luca Conforti. So Conforti, the junior, is back after it was a broken wrist or hand or lower arm, something that was affecting the snapping hand, primary snapping hand. And so Coleman Parrish filled in admirably, the freshman doing a nice job through the first 2/3 of the regular season. But tonight, Conforti, the junior, back as Farragut's long snapper. That Admiral offense averaging 17.7 points per game and 278 yards, 120 on the ground, 158 through the air. And those numbers have been steadily rising of late. Again, best output of the season was against Hardin Valley with 431 total yards, 149 on the ground, 282 through the air. Looking at the Cookeville defense, up front, number 8, Landon McCarter, is a junior at one end spot. Opposite him is number 52, Tobias Majera. He's a senior, 198 pounds. The big guy in the middle, the nose guard, Amory Williamson, is 314 pounds, a senior, whereas number 77. And then they'll also have, sort of like Farragut, a jack linebacker up on the line. That'll be number 13, Gavin Lentz, a senior. The cornerbacks are Jackson Jones and Trey Miller and Kingston Felder are actually kind of co-starters at the other cornerback spot. Will linebacker is Taylor Fritz. Mike linebacker's 229-pound Evan Banks. Sam linebacker, number 2, Blake Barrett, is a senior. And then the back end of the defense, the safeties, Kaylee Davis, number 1, and number 27, Bryson Gallagher. Cookeville's defense is allowing on average 28.1 points per game, 351 yards, 200 on the ground, 151 through the air. The punter is Gavin Lentz, the long snapper, Evan Banks. Quickly turning the sheet over, it'll be Austin Hone at left tackle, number 74 for Cookeville. Left guard, number 66, Tyson Richmond. The center, number 61, Gabe Dean. Right guard, number 54, Sean Rimbley. And right tackle, number 79, Grant Vinson. Vinson at one tackle and Hone at the other are big boys. 6'4", 263 at left tackle, and at right tackle, 6'5", 278. The H-back or tight end, number 13, Gavin Lentz. He's a senior and a favorite target. Wide receiver in the slot typically is number 23, Jackson Jones, a junior. And the guys out wide, the favorite target on the team in the passing game, number 10, Caden Sisko's a senior, 17 catches, averaging 18.6 per reception, 3 touchdowns. Opposite him out wide is Trey Miller, number 4, a senior. At times they'll go with 4 wideouts, and when that's the case, it tends to be number 7, Taylor Fitz, the junior. The running back is number 2, Blake Barrett. He'll be spelled early and often. They rotate 3 running backs on a pretty regular basis. So Barrett's a senior, 193 pounds. David Morton is a freshman, 175, and Hunt Reese, 175, is a junior. The quarterback is number 12, Easton Davidson. He's a junior and completing 52% of his passes on the year, 851 yards, 6 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. He's also rushed the ball 40 times, averaging 4.1 yards per rush. The place kicker, again, is Gavin Lentz, so he's both a starter offensively and defensively. He's the punter, he's the place kicker. The holder is the quarterback, Davidson, and the long snapper, again, is number 3, Evan Banks. For Farragut defensively, Stephen Doubleday at defensive end is a senior. Opposite him, Owen Petoskey. What a game Petoskey had against Hardin Valley. 10 hits, 4.5 tackles for loss, a sack. He forced a fumble and broke up a pass. He was our Blair House Antiques selection for defensive player of the game. Let's see, nose guard is number 4, Jackson Plumley, 200-pound senior. The inside backers will be number 20, Connor Paris, a senior. He leads Farragut with 55 total hits on the season. And Fletcher Haddad gets the start tonight, number 35, a senior. We'll also see Colt Brooker, but Brooker's been a bit under the weather this week and has not been able to practice enough to be in the starting lineup. The jack linebacker up on the line frequently is number 8, Luke Dinkle. He's a junior, 9 hits and a tackle for loss 2 weeks ago against Hardin Valley. The star backer, number 16, Noah Haig, is a senior. He too had 8 hits and a tackle for loss against the Hawks. Zane Qureshi-Smith out, well, not necessarily out, but limited. So Sean Raines, number 83, gets the start at cornerback. He's a junior. And Anderson Glover also gets the start at the other corner position for the Admirals. Glover, a sophomore, has one of Farragut's 2 interceptions this season. Donovan Lloyd, with a problematic shoulder, unable to go tonight. So the Admirals on the back line of the defense will have Mason Apolategi, weak safety, number 0, a junior, and free safety, number 1, Harrison Smith, a junior. Both of those young men among the leading tacklers on the team. Julian Melendi will handle the punting chores, and again, the long snapper will be Luca Conforti. Farragut defense allowing on average 30 points per game, 330 yards, 144 on the ground, 186 through the air. So that's a look at the starters. We welcome in Brett Clendenin and Tyler Carr. As guys, you're trying to keep the ball rolling here. Obviously, you got a couple of wins over your closest rivals, and now you go on the road. And you know, Brett, what we saw at Upperman was probably the worst performance of the season. So you hope that coming back to Putnam County, the Admirals get off the bus with a better mindset and get off to a better start.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot like last year. You're trying to get some momentum, trying to make the playoffs. Obviously, it's a winnable game tonight. But we talk about it a lot, the potential and the confidence of a team, especially a young team, is what you need. So hope we can get off to a good start and get the momentum rolling.
And I think that, you know, you've got to put yourself in the right mindset. You're on the bus a long ways tonight. We're starting an hour later tonight. The biggest thing you can come out here and do is, no matter what happens in this first possession, whether it's defense, offense, whatever, you've got to go out there, and if you're going to kick the ball off, you got to make a stop. It would be great to get a 3 and out, get the momentum on your side. Offensively, if you get the ball to start the game, you've got to make that possession count. You need to get up to a lead and build it up. And I think that if you can do that and put the pressure on Cookeville, you're going to be in the driver's seat all night.
You know, we were kind of begging for fast starts. Through the first 5 weeks, Farragut trailed in every game, or they were even or trailed. They did not enjoy a lead until week 6 when they jumped on Bearden early and often, and they followed that up with the win over Hardin Valley, got out to a 14-0 lead. Cookeville, you look at their numbers, you know, they're a 1-6 team. Farragut's 2-5. Their seasons in a lot of ways mirror each other, but the Cavaliers have been very competitive in the first half. It's been the second half where games have gotten away from them. But if Farragut could repeat what they've done the last 2 weeks, you feel like that would be fantastic. And guys, I think what you're going to see tonight is a Cookeville team that really, really wants to pound the rock. And, you know, you get up a couple of scores, sometimes it's a little bit harder to stay with that game plan.
Yeah, and like I said, Brooker's not going to start tonight, so you talk about the physicality at the linebacker position. Obviously, you're going to have to stop the run if they're going to lean on it. Obviously, penalties are going to be key, keeping down and distance in manageable situations for their offense. But, yeah, that game plan can get twisty in a hurry if you can get a couple stops.
And I think that, you know, it sort of goes back to, like, what's your game plan, what's your mindset tonight? Because I think that if you were to take it around and look at the offensive side of the ball, I think that you want to establish the run game if you're Coach Courtney as well. And you want to go out there and let your offensive line do very similar to what they did at the start of the Bearden game. Go out there and create some running lanes. Let Charlie, let Nathan, let Carter Collier run through some good space right there. Make this into a track meet if you can. You want to go and take every opportunity you can tonight, because not only are you playing for the win tonight, but you're playing for momentum for the next 2 weeks when you get back in conference play.
It's been interesting to watch the offense come to life after really being stagnant the first 5 games, but to rush for 270 yards against Bearden, and then I know you guys missed the Hardin Valley game, but best game of the year for Hobson as he threw for 282. So they've done it different ways the last couple of weeks. But I tell you, one of the things that stands out to me is Coach Jeff Courtney saying early on in the season that he felt like, you know, defensively they were pretty good. Just don't put the defense in bad situations. Don't leave them out on the field, you know, for 30 minutes of the game. And he felt like, you know, people couldn't just line up and run at them. And so it's going to be interesting again tonight, because that's, I think, what Cookeville's going to want to do.
Well, that's what we talked about the first 5 weeks, right? The defense wasn't that bad. They just were on the field 32 minutes of 48 minutes. And that's hard for any defense to continue. So we talk about complementary football, and they need to be able to throw it and run it well. Yeah. But give your defense some rest, and I think they'll play good enough to win.
The only time a defense coordinator is going to be okay with being on the field for 32 out of 48 minutes is if you've got a bunch of one-play drives, and we're talking touchdowns. I'm sure that if, you know, these guys are ripping off 75-yard scoring plays, Coach Chate's going to be okay with having to play 32 minutes tonight.
And we saw a couple of big plays, definitely, the last time Farragut took the field against Hardin Valley. But unfortunately, the guy who provided that spark with the big plays, Ethan Farhat, not available tonight. So it's going to be big to see if some guys like John Haskins can step up, if Anderson Glover moving over into the slot can fill that role nicely. Glover has emerged as a playmaker.
Yeah, he's had a couple big games early in the season. Obviously, he played fantastic against Bearden. Farragut, your biggest playmaker. There's no doubt about it. Not having him tonight is big, but you're going to have to lean on some of those other guys, and I think they're capable.
I think that you look at it, Anderson Glover really blew everyone out of the water at Bearden with some of the things that he did. I think that, tonight could also, looking at the matchup, I think Aaron Heatherly could be a huge matchup for the Admirals in the slot, H-back role, what he can do, because it looks like he matches up well against their outside linebackers / safeties that may be lining up and guarding him.
Yeah, I think both teams are going to try to utilize the tight end probably quite a bit tonight, so that'll be interesting to see who can make their quarterback the most comfortable by supporting them with a strong running game. That's going to be big. So those are some thoughts from Brett Glendenin, from Tyler Carr, and from myself. Let's get some thoughts from Coach Jeff Courtney on the other side of this 1-minute break as our Farragut football pregame show continues here on West 105.
Here at the Mike Dyer Agency, we know insurance
or maybe just go 30 seconds
can
here.
Be overwhelming. That's why we partner with Nationwide to help you find the best protection for you and your family's needs. Give us a call today at 865-966-2111 to learn more. Or visit our website at MikeDyerInsuranceAgency.com. And remember, Nationwide is on your side.
Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company and Affiliates, Columbus, Ohio.
Welcome back to the Farragut Football Pregame Show on West 105, online at WFIV.com, and the Admiral video stream on 105.3 WFIV's YouTube channel, as well as our stadium cast for those attending tonight's game in Cookeville on FM 92.5, as the Admirals go outside the region for the final time this regular season, squaring off with the Cookeville Cavaliers. Both teams are coming off an open date. Cookeville enters the night 1-6 overall, but still in the thick of the playoff chase at 1-2 in Region 4 6A. Farragut, with back-to-back wins over Bearden and Hardin Valley, sits at 2-2 in Region 2 6A and is 2-5 on the year. I'm pleased to be joined at this time by Farragut head coach Jeff Courtney. And, Coach, I imagine after 7 weeks, the open date was welcomed and was accompanied by a lot of good feelings, given the Admirals' consecutive wins and then season-high output in the 45-28 victory over Hardin Valley.
Yeah, it was good to have a couple of days there to just kind of rest and reset. But, you obviously feel a lot better about that after winning two straight games in the region. So I think it came at a good time. Our kids have been working all year, but really they've been working nonstop since we got back from the dead period on July 7th. So I think it was good for everybody, coaches and players, get away for a couple of days and get back to work refreshed this week, looking at a good Cookeville opponent tonight.
What were some of the areas on offense you found most encouraging coming out of the win over Hardin Valley?
Just our level of play and execution. The passing game, able to create some explosive plays. Thought we were efficient there. Thought we were efficient and physical in the run game. Thought our backs ran hard. Able to run for, more than 150 yards and able to protect the quarterback and throw for 275 or 280, whatever it was. Had very few mistakes, had very few missed opportunities. I think only one punt on the night, no turnovers. It was just a good night for our offense.
Yeah, the no turnovers, that was the first time this season. Defensively, Farragut was penalized a ton, which significantly helped Hardin Valley extend several possessions. What were your feelings, Coach, on the nature of the penalties? Were there some of those you could tolerate because they maybe kind of reflected a mentality of not backing down?
Yeah, I thought our kids were competing and trying to do the best they could to win. Sometimes, you just get some calls that don't go your way, and you're right. They extended some drives, and they were able to capitalize. But we haven't been a very poorly penalized team all year. I think we've only averaged about 3.5 penalties a game. I think you just kind of look at that night as a standalone outlier. Our kids are playing hard. They're trying to make plays in position, so you get a couple of the defensive pass interference, defensive holdings, some of the stuff after the whistle. It's an emotional game. It's a rivalry game. It's a big region game. So it's not been truly a indication or something we've done all year. It's been, just kind of the other night.
And your first special teams touchdown of the season, Ethan Farragut, with a 99-yard kickoff return. Also a big 44-yard field goal by Ryan McHugh on the final play of the first half. When special teams were good, they were really good. But overall, Coach, it was another sort of roller coaster ride where those various units were concerned.
Yeah, good night for our return unit. It was good to see because we've been working hard at getting those opportunities. We felt like we've had some opportunities in the last several weeks and just missed a block here or there. But Ethan did a good job. He read the kick off the kicker's foot. We kind of made an adjustment in that mid-game, and so we put him in position, and he just executed. We got good blocks up front. We got good blocks by our off returners and our up back people, and it was a big play in the game. It could have happened earlier in the game, but we didn't have very few opportunities with the amount of touchbacks that they were kicking, but for us to get the one or few opportunities we had and capitalize on was good. You mentioned we got to get better in some of our coverage units. I think we're doing good on punt. I think we've made some corrections there on kickoff to try to get better there. So hopefully that plays out tonight.
You head into the open date with the momentum of back-to-back wins over your closest rivals. What was the approach to the additional time between games?
Yeah, we gave the kids off last week when we were out, just coming back this week. So our kids came back Monday. They were refreshed, ready to go. We've had great practices this week. Our kids got back into the swing and competing. We've been demanding this week in practice and kind of, playing at a high level and making practice like the games. Just let them know that we need to play with a sense of urgency. This is not a region game, but this is a playoff type of game and could have playoff implications. It's a good football team. I look at these two football teams. They're probably more like us than anybody else we played this season, just as far as kind of how they measure up, a similar kind of journey or path in their scheduling. So this will be a playoff type of atmosphere as we head into our last three games here and our last two region games that we need as far as region standings, region implications, and where we want to go in the playoffs. So we've had a good week of practice, as I said, to try to put that sense of urgency in our players' head.
The first ever in-season meeting with Cookeville. And in looking at a couple of their games, Coach, they seem to embrace an old-school style, an old-school approach when it comes to their rushing attack.
Yeah, got a good relationship with Coach Hennigan there. He's replacing Coach Maynard, who we used to scrimmage every year in the preseason, so got a lot of respect for them and their program. Yeah, you're right. They're going to try to rely on the downhill run and the play-action pass, and, they'll even get underneath center some and do that. Their tailback, Blake Barrett, having a good year. He looks like a physical presence to try to get down on the ground. He's a two-way player. They play a few guys on both sides of the ball. They, as I said, they've been kind of through a similar journey. They had a tough non-region schedule at the beginning of the year. They kind of played the top half of their region earlier in the season. They've got a big region game with Lebanon coming up next week, or just as we got a big region game with Oak Ridge. And they've kind of been through a similar kind of deal as we have. And so I'm sure they're looking at us and looking for an opportunity to try to win a big ball game, and we're doing the same. We know we got to go on the road because it's going to be a good environment. It's going to feel like the playoffs. The weather's going to be cooler. It's going to feel like football weather. So that's kind of what we're looking for.
Defensively, Cookeville has had its struggles at times, but one thing you can certainly point to, that they've excelled at knocking the ball out. 9 of the Cavaliers' 11 takeaways, fumble recoveries this year.
Yeah, they've been very opportunistic as a defense. They look very formidable, especially up front. They got a big defensive tackle, big defensive nose, 300-pounder. It's going to be tough to get any traction inside there. They got their little middle linebacker, Evan Banks, I think is a really good player. He's a big kid that can run. But you're right, they've been pretty good stopping people through the turnover. They've given up some explosive plays on the year. But we've got to be good. Like, I think we make gradual steps each week, getting better in the turnover margin. So we've got to continue that tonight.
And when you look at Cookeville's punting situation, 1/3 of the time this year they've employed their quarterback, Easton Davidson, just in the gun as the punter. What are the challenges, the opportunities, Coach, when they keep the offense on the field in those fourth down situations?
Yeah, we're just going to keep the defense out there this week. They're going to punt it sometimes with Lentz, who is there, and I guess you would call a traditional punter, but he's one of their two-way players. He doubles as an outside linebacker and tight end. And then you're right. They leave the offense in there and the quarterback in there. Davidson will punt it from a short placement. So we're just going to leave the defense out there and play defense, try to make the call that's going to get us the ball back. If we can catch a returnable kick and get anything out of it, great. If not, we'll let them down it and get the possession.
So a chance for Farragut to build further momentum tonight with a road contest at Cookeville. In the lead-up to the game, Coach, what have you and your staff stressed reiterated as points likely pivotal to the Admirals coming away with the win tonight?
Yeah, kind of like I alluded to in the earlier segment, it's just, our level of competition. We've got to be able to have a sense of urgency and understand that this is a playoff time. This is getting ready for the playoffs. And when you get there, each day is earned, or I should say the next day is earned by your performance on the previous day, and nothing's guaranteed. So we've got 3 more guaranteed opportunities. Each week is going to help prepare us for the playoffs. You look at their record, but I expect, they should be in the playoffs out of their region and Region 4. They're looking at very much the same thing as we are. They want to gather some momentum going into this stretch, just as we want to continue the momentum that we have getting into the playoffs.
Well, Coach, I thank you, and I wish the Admirals the very best tonight.
Eric, thank you. I can't wait to see you up there, and go Admirals.
That's Farragut head coach Jeff Courtney sharing his thoughts in advance of tonight's Week 9 matchup with the Cookeville Cavaliers. Just ahead, we'll have the coin toss and opening kickoff. It's a Farragut Football Friday night presented by Precision Garage Door Service on West 105, online at WFIV.com, and the Admiral video stream on 105.3 WFIV's YouTube channel, as well as our stadium cast for those attending tonight's game on FM 92.5.
Leaky pipes.
Oh, no.
Toilets clogged.
Oh, crap.
Don't freak out. Just call us. Problem solved.
Okay.
No job too big. No job too small.
Oh, great.
Repairs, installs, relax. We do it all.
Valley Plumbing. Any plumbing issue, anytime. Call your Valley Plumbing professionals today at 865-351-0643 or visit valleyplumbingtn.com. That's valleyplumbingtn.com.
Fantastic customer service, a knowledgeable team, expert craftsmen, and so many 5-star reviews. Hi, I'm Rick Terry with Rick Terry Jewelry Designs. My family and I have been serving West Knoxville and Farragut for well over 30 years. If you've never checked us out, please do. Better yet, come see us for yourself. On the corner of Kingston Pike and Campbell Station Road, look for the topiary of the Big Diamond Ring. Rick Terry Jewelry Designs, we want to be your jeweler. A proud sponsor of Farragut football.
Banking should feel personal, and at Hearthside Bank, we make sure it does. With services designed for you, from everyday banking to complex loans, we're here when you need us. Visit our Farragut branch today and discover the difference of banking with a local team that is always within reach. Hearthside Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Whether you're cheering on the home team or building your dream home, David's Abbey Carpet and Floors has you covered. From engineered hardwood to luxury vinyl, elegant porcelain to natural stone, David's has the winning design for every room and the championship team ready to help you score the perfect floor. Locally owned and proud to serve our communities from locations in Farragut, Maryville, and Pigeon Forge. Visit David's Abbey Carpet and Floors in-store or online today, where the Admirals shop for floors.
Shop Farragut loves Farragut sports. From football to basketball to baseball and softball, we love supporting our hometown teams. We also love it when you shop Farragut and support our hometown businesses. You'll find everything you want when you shop Farragut. So support our local businesses and shop Farragut every day.
We got the big box of mom and pops, so many groovy restaurants. Shop Farragut.
You never think about your garage door until there's a little...
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Or even the occasional...
Now that can be good.
That's why the pros at Precision Garage Door Service are available same day with fully stocked trucks to fix it fast. So we can turn into...
Oh my, wow.
Precision Garage Door Service, the name you can trust.
WFIV 105.3 FM. Loudon, Farragut, Lenore City.
You're listening to West 105.
Welcome back to our Farragut Football Friday night, presented by Precision Garage Door Service, a name you can trust. The Admirals have taken the field across the way. They headed down to the end zone to our right, knelt, and are now headed back to the sideline across the way. Cookeville, meanwhile, massing in the end zone down to our right. And we're just about set for some Friday Night Lights Week 9 action already, as Farragut and Cookeville set to do battle. The Admirals coming off back-to-back wins, and Cookeville with a record of 1-6 on the season. The one win was a region win over Wilson Central, 34-6. Farragut's wins, of course, in recent weeks over Bearden, 25-21, and Hardin Valley 2 weeks ago prior to the open date, 45-28. Farragut's game captains tonight will be Luke Dinkle, Aiden Perez, also Sean Raines, and Julian Melendi. And we'll see who Cookeville sends out here momentarily.
Easton Davidson, Caden Cisco, Austin Hone, and also I believe was number 68, Granville Hours.
Okay, thank you.
As the Admirals have won the toss, or they are going to receive. I didn't see who won the toss, but they did indicate that Farragut will receive the football.
Okay. Eagle eyes. Thank you, Tyler. So here comes Cookeville to the near sideline. The Cavaliers are in the navy jerseys and pants with the white numerals outlined in red. White helmets with the red script that says Cavs outlined in blue. Farragut across the way, and it's road white with the navy numerals outlined in gray, wearing the gray pants with the white stripe down the leg outlined in navy. And the Admirals, as Tyler said, will be receiving our opening kickoff. We appreciate you joining us here in Cookeville, whether in the greater Knoxville area on FM 105.3, West 105, around the world, WFIV.com. Also, the Admiral video stream, which is on 105.3 WFIV's YouTube channel. There's a direct link for that at farragutfootball.com. And in addition, for those in attendance here tonight, we have a stadium cast up and running, and so if you'd like to listen into the broadcast here at Cookeville High School without the distraction of about a 30-second delay on the online stream, if you've got a FM receiver, we are on FM 92.5 tonight, our stadium cast frequency. Nick Blankenship behind the camera, Dusty Street behind the board, back in our WFIV studios. Tyler Carr, Brett Clendenin back on board after missing a game 2 weeks ago. Got the band back together. And again, we're looking forward to a great night of high school football. The sun has already set, and to kick it off for Cookeville will be Gavin Lentz. Lentz on the season, 12 of 26, his kickoffs resulting in touchbacks. He's got a strong leg, puts his toe into it, and sends this one into the end zone for the touchback, as Farragut was there with Carter Collier, but Collier fielded that kickoff about 3-4 yards deep. So a touchback, and the Admirals will start from their 20 to get our ball game started.
Beautiful night here.
Another beautiful night. We haven't had a bad, well, I don't know what last week was like, but I think it was good. I think we haven't had a bad one.
We are full speed ahead after the opening kickoff as the Admirals will have Corbin Hobson. Behind center, Will Zooks. Aiden Perez, left tackle. Luca Hoffer, left guard. Bryson Bassett, the right guard. Connor Frankwitz, the right tackle. As the Admirals will have two receivers to each side, they throw a lateral to Collier coming out of the backfield, and he gets forward to the 22-yard line, where he's wrapped up by the Mike backer, Evan Banks. Banks moves well for his size, 229 pounds, makes the tackle out on the corner after a 2-yard gain on what will be a running play for Carter Collier.
Yeah, a little quick running back screen. I guess it was behind the line. They like to do that early. Got a couple.
Ball on the near side hash as Farragut moves left to right in this opening quarter from Cookeville High School. Carter Collier getting the start tonight. He started the first couple of games at running back. Pass is high to the near side, but the catch is going to be made as leaping and making the catch was John Haskins. The senior goes up and makes the grab at, I believe, about the 27-yard line. Should be a gain of 5 and bring up third down.
Yeah, Haskins, Glover, Garfield, all going to be big tonight as your playmaking receiver Farhat is out tonight. They're going to have to be big.
So third down, and the Admirals on third down this season are 35 of 80, 44%. Meanwhile, Cookeville's opposition converting at a 48% clip, 31 of 65. So the Admirals trying to pick up a third down and 3 here early from the 27-yard line. Again, ball on the near side. Max Garfield will be the receiver to the far side. Haskins to the near. And they hand it off, and Collier spins through the hole and did not quite get there. Got to the 29.5-yard line, needed the 30. And so the Admirals likely early in this game, let's see what they decide to do. 2-yard gain.
Yeah, 4th and 1, Eric. It's a full yard, 4th and 1 on your own 29. Tyler talked pregame about how big this first possession is. Well, the Admirals are at least going to line up to go for it.
Let's see if they can draw them off, get the freebie.
Yep.
4th down and 1 for the Admirals on 4th down. They're 8 of 19, 42%. The opposition for Cookeville, 8 of 11, 73%. So Farragut trying to get to 75%. They load the middle. They give Collier running right. He's got the first down to the 34-yard line as the tackle is made from behind by the trailing linebacker Blake Barrett. But the Admirals move for a 5-yard gain running right behind Bryson Bassett and Connor Frinkowitz. And a 4th down conversion and our first Hearthside Bank first down of the night.
Gutsy call by second-year head coach Jeff Courtney, going for it on his own 29. Trusted the big fellas up front, right tackle. Collier got it done.
1st and 10 from the 34. Ball continues to be on the near side. Hashes Anderson. Glover sets up the inside of 3 receivers left. Haskins, the lone receiver, right. They'll throw it to Glover, left side. Glover cannot escape the tackle on the corner. He's going to be thrown back. Good tackle made across the way by Kingston Felder. Kingston Felder, kind of a co-starter along with Trey Miller at the far side corner. And we'll say, well, a 1-yard gain on the pass completion.
Yeah, another concept we like to see. Quick out route, the other 2 receivers blocking. We missed one of our blocks on the outside and only got a yard.
Ball on the left side hash now. 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. 2nd down and 9 on the 35-yard line. As trips right, and the give is up the middle. That'll be Charlie Noble finding a hole, found a crease, and moves for first down yardage as the Admirals go from the 35 to the 45 off the left side behind Aiden Perez and Luca Hoffer.
Yeah, the big fellas on the left side get some serious push, and Charlie, nice run there off left tackle.
Farragut picks up its second Hearthside Bank first down. Hearthside Bank located in Farragut on the south side of Kingston Pike, just east of Concord Road. And so Charlie on his first carry of the night, good for 10, sets the Admirals up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line as Glover flips over to the right side where he joins Haskins as one of 2 receivers. High snap, and now we've got flags flying and procedure penalty against the Admirals. We didn't talk about it in our group roundtable, but the Admirals had some real issues with penalties last week. Most of them were on the defensive side, but I say last time out 2 weeks ago. 15 penalties, 160 yards.
Yeah, that's quite a bit. That was a late snap there, going to force 1st and 15.
It'll be first down and 15.
8:21 left to go here in the first quarter.
The Admirals, the game opening possession, have picked up 2 Hearthside Bank first downs. They're behind the chains now with a 5-yard step off on first. 1st and 15, pistol formation. Noble flares out right side. The pass goes left to Garfield. Garfield gets back to the original line of scrimmage in front of the Farragut bench. He's whipped down across the way after a gain of maybe 7 yards as Taylor Fitz, the Will linebacker, makes the tackle.
Yeah, flared out the running back to the right, came back to the left. On the receiving screen, Garfield got it into manageable territory after getting 8.
Yeah, gain of 8, and early on, Hobson 3 of 3 for 14, also completed a lateral. So it's 2nd down and 7 yards to go from the 48-yard line, throwing over the middle. Heatherly makes the catch in Cavalier territory, and from the 48-yard line, the Admirals will move for a Hearthside Bank first down. Heatherly skies for the catch and goes down to 32. That'll be 20 yards.
Yeah, a little 6-4 post route there to the big fella. Really nice pitch and catch.
That is going to be Hearthside Bank first down number 3, and the Admirals wanting to run tempo and an incomplete pass. Incomplete pass. That'll be the first incompletion here of the ball game as the Admirals 4 of 5 through the air, 34 yards. Heavily making a catch just a moment ago for 20.
Yeah, just a hitch route there, just a little bit underthrown. First incompletion for the night for Hobson.
So from the 32-yard line of Cookeville, snap comes back. Hobson hands to Charlie Noble. Big hole on the left side. The Admirals just blew him out on that side, and Noble's inside the 15, down to the 14. Another Hearthside Bank first down as Farragut moves from the 32 into the red zone.
Charlie's runs have been productive, and give the big fellas credit because they have gotten great push on Charlie's 2 runs to the left.
Probably the 12-yard line, so that's going to be a 20-yard gain, I do believe, for Charlie. And the Admirals throw left to Garfield on an out route, and Garfield's inside the 5, it would appear. I think the line of scrimmage was the 12. It's a tough angle to tell from here.
Looks like he's at the 7-yard line.
Yeah, it's a tough, quick out there, tough angle for us. We've got, looks like second and about 4.5.
Call it a 5-yard gain, something like that, perhaps 6. As the Admirals in the red zone threatening to score on the opening drive of the ball game. Second down from the 7. Hobson hands to Noble, eludes a blitzer and is headed towards the goal line. If he didn't get there, surely it's a Hearthside Bank first down. And Farragut running on players. Was there a touchdown indication? Apparently there was.
No. It's a jumbo package.
First down.
First and goal 1. Obviously got Jumbo in there, and our boys in the game. Noah Haig. They like it to give it to him in the goal line.
Another Hearthside Bank first down, the 5th of this possession. So they go Rhino, and the handoff is to Haig.
Jacobs.
Or is it Jacobs? Yes,
Yep.
It is. It's Nathan Jacobs, and Farragut didn't need much, but didn't quite get there. And so it'll be second and goal from the 1 as Jacobs is stood up by the left side of the Cookeville defense.
They've seen that on film. That's a play we run often on the goal line. Been very successful, but the Cavs played it well there.
Cavs have also subbed in some new defensive linemen when you look at guys like
the offensive
Austin
tackles.
Hone and Eli Miller out there for them.
And so this is the quarterback. That's Hobson getting a shove from behind, and now flags come flying in from the back judge.
Oh, my goodness. We've got a quarterback sneak for a touchdown and a flag from the back judge late.
And they're going to give him assisting the runner, I assume?
Oh, my goodness.
That is oftentimes a call that I'm guessing was probably talked about in pregame by the opposing coaches.
Are we talking about the tush push?
I have a feeling.
Well, it's not illegal in college or the pros.
So it's a 5-yard penalty against the Admirals that backs them up to the 6, and it'll be...
That's not a penalty you see often.
No.
Especially by the back judge.
We don't have down and distance on the scoreboard.
The box is reading second down.
Yeah, 2nd and 6, right?
Back to pass. Hobson throws over the middle looking for Heatherly and can't get there.
Wanted a flag. 4 was, or these numbers are kind of tough.
I think it was
that 1?
Davis, Keely Davis, the safety.
He was all over Heatherly, and he wanted on the out route the flag, but they don't get it. Wow. How about taking a touchdown off the board? I'm not happy.
And they get their Mike linebacker out of the ball game as Farragut now with 3rd and goal from the 6-yard line. So Farragut had scored on a quarterback sneak. They called him for assisting the runner, backed him up 5 yards, incomplete over the middle looking for Heatherly. And now Charlie Noble in the pistol behind Corbin Hobson with 2 receivers left, 1 right. Hobson looking left, flush, steps up in the pocket and is still alive and now going down back at the 13-yard line. So good coverage apparently initially by the Cavaliers, and eventually they got to Hobson, who tried to extend the play, but it's going to be a loss, I think, to the 12.
Yeah, you get a touchdown taken off the board on 2nd and 1 with a quarterback sneak assist, they call, and it's going to be 3 at most for the Ads on the opening drive.
So this appears to be about a 29-yard attempt for Ryan McHugh. McHugh's 5 of 7. This will be his shortest of the year if he makes it. And he does. He drills it right down Main Street. A 29-yard field goal. Farragut capitalizes in the red zone, but only with 3 after apparently having 6 on the quarterback sneak. But they lead early, 3-0, with 5 minutes to go in our opening quarter here at Cookeville High School. Back in 1 minute with a kickoff as you listen to Farragut football presented by Precision Garage Door Service on West 105.
You never think about your garage door until there's a little...
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Or even the occasional...
Now that can be good.
That's why the pros at Precision Garage Door Service are available same day with fully stocked trucks to fix it fast. So we can turn uh-oh into...
Oh my, wow.
Precision Garage Door Service, the name you can trust.
This is Derek Miser with Miser Wealth Partners. Are you still funding your 401k today? If so, you need to consider this. With our federal debt soaring past $35 trillion and the interest rate related to that debt now representing 1/6 of our federal budget, your retirement savings might not be as secure as you think. Don't leave your future to chance. Discover a wiser tax-free alternative today. Isn't it time you experience the Miser difference? Call Miser Wealth Partners today at 865-281-1616.
Welcome back to our Farragut Football Friday night from Cookeville High School, where Ryan McHugh, after booting through a 29-yard field goal, set to kick the ball off to the Cavaliers for their first possession of the game. He's 17 of 26 kickoffs resulting in touchbacks this season. McHugh puts his toe into it and drives this one just over the goal line. Looked like perhaps the Cavaliers could have made an over-the-shoulder catch and had a chance at a return, but they'll let it sail over the goal line for the touchback. And so they, like Farragut before them, will start from their 20-yard line.
Yep, 7 taken off the board, able to get the 3, but we did let that defense rest as you're halfway through the first quarter.
7-minute drive for the Admirals results in the 29-yard field goal by Ryan McHugh, who's now 6 of 8 on the season. And so Cookeville to the line, moving right to left in this opening quarter. Ball in the middle of the field. At quarterback is Easton Davidson, the junior, completing 52% of his passes, 6 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. They'll try to keep the ball primarily on the ground, I would think, and getting the first carry of the ball game will be Blake Barrett, the 6', 193 senior, and he bowls over the right side from the 20 to the 25-yard line. 2nd down and 5 for the Cavaliers.
Yeah, off right tackles, they're going to pound the rock a lot. Tonight gets 5 exactly where they want to be.
Barrett averaging 6.6 yards per rush, 5 touchdowns. Again, we'll anticipate seeing the freshman David Morton as well as junior Hunt Reese all sort of splitting the carries. Second down 5, and handoff coming right, shed 1 tackler, but then the Admirals show up with 3 defenders led by Connor Paris, and Barrett is thrown back. No gain, it would appear. Maybe they gave him 1 yard, a 1-yard gain off the right side. It's 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, he got very little. Parrish and the rest of the Navy converge for not a lot. Going to be big 3rd and 4.5.
So the Admirals have got Fletcher Haddad and Connor Paris at linebacker. Of course, Owen Petoskey, Stephen Doubleday, Jackson Plumley up front. Luke Dinkle up near the line as well. 3rd down here for Cookeville as the Cavaliers. Davidson claps his hands, now looks to the sideline. Farragut's defense has allowed 42% conversion rate on 3rd down. Cookeville itself is converting only 35% of 3rd downs. They'll hand it off. Bassett looking for the 1st down marker, and Owen Petoskey wrapped him up and threw him back, although the line judge on the far side is giving a horrible spot.
Yeah, who gets the spot? Because
it's a yard off.
Okay, there it is.
Yeah.
So he finally retreated to the other side. And it's going to be, how about this? Interesting enough, Eric, a 4th and 1 on your own 29. Have we been here before?
Exactly. Farragut went for it, and Cookeville in the same situation, a non-region game, looking to create your own momentum, or in Farragut's case, extend it from the last couple of weeks. But Cookeville, with 2 big region games coming up to close out the season, nothing to lose.
Both are going to go for it.
Yeah, and so from their own end on their first possession of the ball game, 4th down and 1. So Barrett standing behind Easton Davidson with 2 receivers left, 1 right.
He jumped.
And that
he
right
jumped.
guard just moved. No, excuse me, that was the tight end.
Yeah, the tight end H-back moved.
Yep.
Lance, I think this changes your decision-making process if you're Cookeville right this second.
Yeah, I think you have to regardless now.
But you do have a running back that averages over 6 yards a carry.
Yep.
But he elects to punt the ball as it is 2:35 left to go here in the first quarter.
Glover gets an opportunity.
So a huge penalty on Farragut when they had scored a touchdown, called for assisting the runner, the quarterback sneak. And now Cookeville with a huge penalty as they were lined up to go for it on 4th and 1, but they're stepped off 5 yards. So it'll be Lentz awaiting the long snap of Evan Banks. Comes back.
Good punt.
Got the punt out of there. It's a
really
driving
good
spiral.
Wow.
And Anderson Glover settles under it back at the 22-yard line is immediately suffocated. Good downfield coverage by Cookeville. First man down was Heaven Cox, I believe.
Andrew and Cox, 18 and 20, both of them there. Great for the Gunners and really great punt there by the Cavs.
But a 3-and-out series for Cookeville, and Farragut leading 3-0 will start from its 23-yard line on its second possession of the ball game. Admirals got 36 yards on 3 carries from Charlie Noble on the first possession. Carter Collier 3 carries for 9 yards. Corbin Hobson was sacked on that third down play that led to the field goal for a 6-yard loss. Handoff to Noble, and he is blown up as the blitz comes off the edge, and Noble is absolutely creamed and did a fantastic job to hang on to the football as Landon McCarter was there to almost take the handoff.
Yeah, McCarter absolutely destroys him in the backfield there. Looks like a loss of 3.
Yeah, let's see, 23-yard line. That's what I had it at. Yeah, so a 3-yard loss.
Trips right.
Aaron Heatherly now will go in motion so that there will be 2 receivers to each side as Farragut on the far side. Hash snap comes back from Zooks. Hobson throws over the middle. Anderson Glover at the 35-yard line spins away from a man at the 38 and gets to the 42. It'll be the Admirals hitting them over the middle with Anderson Glover reeling in the pass from Corbin Hobson. That goes from the 20 to the 41, a 21-yard gain, and Hearthside Bank first down number 6.
Yeah, when you miss Farhad number 7, the guy most readily to replace him, not just in the slot, but as a playmaker is Glover, as he does it right there in the zone.
Farragut from the 41-yard line, trips left, single receiver right. They throw left, and nobody home. Over Glover's head, I think he was the intended receiver, but airmailed that one just a bit. Throwing towards the Farragut sideline across the way.
You got a minute 20 left to go in the first quarter.
Yep. Clock stops with the incomplete pass, and it'll be second down and 10. Hobson, 6 of 9 through the air for 60 yards. Glover's got 2 catches for 22. Garfield 2 for 13. Haskins 1 for 5. Heatherly 1 for 20. Second down, 10 yards to go as Hobson gets the call and relays it to the line. Charlie Noble standing behind Hobson in the pistol. Takes the snap from Zooks, looks left, throws out pattern. Garfield makes the catch at the 49-yard line. So that's going to be a gain of 8. It'll bring up third down and 2.
Yeah, a little 8-yard out route. Really nice pitch and catch there with Garfield and Hobson. Good timing, but like you said, 4th and 2 from your own 49.
So Farragut 0 of 2 on third down.
Heatherly attaching himself back to the line of scrimmage.
Off the right tackle, handoff up the middle. Noble struggles for the first down, and that's going to be right up the middle between the guards, and the Admirals move the chains from the 49-yard line.
Yeah, needed 2, got 3 off left guard. Nice hard running by the diminutive running back Noble.
So a third down conversion, and Hearthside Bank first down number 7. Hearthside Bank located in Farragut on the south side of Kingston Pike, just east of Concord Road. And Noble now with 36 yards rushing is back to pass as Hobson has time, lets it go deep down the far sideline, running under it beautifully will be the Admirals with Max Garfield setting them up inside the 10-yard line. We've got a flag, however. Now maybe that's a late hit.
60. Oh my goodness. So you've had a quarterback sneak for a touchdown brought back for the first time I've seen the call made in my 14 years here on helping the runner, and then a 50-yard bomb there to Garfield. What a pitch and catch.
That was beautiful.
And the ref said he thought he saw a hold. 2 big penalties early on the Admirals.
That would have had them inside the 10-yard line. Could not have just gone and handed it to Max Garfield any better than Hobson delivered that ball.
Yep.
Some 45 yards downfield. So back them up 10, Farragut's third penalty. And the Admirals back on their side of the 50 now. Farragut from its 43-yard line will have trips right, single receiver left, first down and 20 yards to go.
Wow.
Haskins, the outside receiver on the right, as they set up the screen. It'll be Carter Collier taking it down the far sideline in front of the Farragut bench, and he gets back the penalty yardage and then some. Looks like about from the 43, that's going to be 7 and 6 more, 13 yards on the screen play to Collier.
Yeah, 1st and 20 after a really tough call. You got to keep playing on a really nice screen there to get it back, gain 12 or 13 to get you back in second and manageable.
That's Collier's second catch of the season. Both of them have gone for 13 yards. So now Farragut from the 44-yard line, second down, and
they're not going to get it off.
6 to go, and the first quarter has expired. So 3-0, Farragut leading. The Admirals with a time-consuming drive to open the ball game. 5 minutes, took 7 minutes off the clock, scored on a field goal, 29-yarder by Ryan McHugh, his 6th make in 8 attempts this year. And that came with 5 minutes to go in the opening quarter. The Admirals leading 3-0. Cookeville goes 3 and out, and the Admirals eat up the rest of the clock here in the first quarter. So 1 in the books, Farragut up 3-0. Back in 1 minute with second quarter action as you listen to Farragut football on West 105.
Looking for the ultimate
Leaky pipes. Oh no! Toilets clogged. Oh crap! Don't freak out. Just call us. Problem solved. Okay. No job too big. No job too small. Oh great. Repairs, installs, relax. We do it all.
Valley Plumbing. Any plumbing issue, anytime. Call your Valley Plumbing professionals today at 865-351-0643 or visit valleyplumbingtn.com. That's valleyplumbingtn.com.
Boys, this is going to be a tough team to beat tonight. We have to stop their running game. You got to block them and stop them. Kind of like my Michelin Cross Climate 2 tires. I can stop in the rain, stop in the heat, stop in all kinds of weather. Just stop by Fisher Tire, and they'll fix you right up with the right tire for your car and budget. Fisher Tire is on Kingston Pike in Bearden, or west near the Pellissippi, and north on Broadway. Now get out there and stop them.
Second quarter getting underway as Hobson, flush to his right, throws downfield looking for Garfield, and Garfield will be interfered with inside the 5-yard line. As trailing on the play, Kingston Felder will draw the flag. And so the first play of the second quarter, flush to his right, Hobson lets fly over the middle down inside the 10. Comes incomplete, but Garfield had a defender hanging on him. And so it's going to be a first down for the Admirals by virtue of the penalty. From the 44-yard line, they'll step off 15 down to the 29.
Yeah, nice job there by the senior tall receiver. Garfield kept the play going, runs deep. Hobson throws a catchable ball. Definitely pass interference as we're on the edge of that red zone.
Admirals pick up their 8th Hearthside Bank first down. So first down and 10 to go. The Admirals moving right to left in this second quarter. Ball's on the near side hash. Garfield will be the receiver to the near sideline, which is the Cookeville sideline. Heatherly sets up off of right tackle Connor Frankowitz. High snap, hand off to Carter Collier, and Collier through the hole to the 26-yard line. That'll be a 3-yard gain on first down for the Admirals. Good job of Hobson getting the ball to Collier, and Collier being able to secure it after the snap was a bit high.
Yeah, and you've seen all three backs in the first quarter. You saw Noble, Jacobs, and Collier, all three running hard.
Call it a 2-yard gain, second down and 8. Pistol formation, Collier behind Hobson, trips right. Garfield lone receiver left, but now Heatherly will join him. Actually sets up off Aiden Perez at left tackle. And flags fly. And did they?
Left tackle moved.
Okay.
It'll be 2nd and 13 after the false start by the tackle.
4 penalties, 25 yards for Farragut. And it looked like Heatherly kind of tapped him on the backside to let him know he was setting up there. And I wonder if that actually prompted the movement. But it's second down And 13 to go. Hobson fires near side. Garfield belted out of bounds after making the catch inside the 30 at the 27. So that's going to be a gain of 5.
Yeah, just a little hitch route. I think time of possession is one of the few stats Eric doesn't do, but unofficially, I think we're 11 of 13 minutes have been the Admirals on offense early on in this one.
So here's third down, and Farragut 1 of 3 on third down. Picked up their last one from the 27-yard line. Third down, 8 yards to go. 2 receivers to each side, and then the Admirals flinched.
Did it again.
They flinched in the slot.
So we're going back, got the 5 back, and then penalty game will be 3rd and 13 as Cavs are going to bring in maybe a dime package here.
You're seeing a lot of pass rushers come onto the field right now, too. Their defensive line changed dramatically right there.
Yeah, got much smaller. The Rabbits package, if you will.
This is the one, if you're out there at offensive tackle, all of a sudden you're on edge right this second.
Keep an eye on 89. It's a good-looking freshman that's the rush end at this side. Back to pass, third down 13. Hobson steps up in the pocket, being pursued from behind, and will be drugged down by I believe that's the Mike Backer, isn't it? Yep.
Yeah.
No, excuse me, it's 8. It's the defensive end, Landon McCarter. McCarter makes the tackle for no gain.
Yeah, I think lost maybe half a yard, which is good for that young man to get the official sack. But it's now going to force, unfortunately, we've moved the ball, and not enough points from it. But, yeah, 50-yarder for a man that is very capable.
Yeah. Farragut has absolutely dominated time of possession, but they're going to be attempting their second field goal, leading 3-0 with 10:20 and the clock rolling here in the second quarter. It'll be a 50-yard attempt from the near side hash, kicking right to left, the right footer, Ryan McHugh. McHugh hit the earlier one from 29. He's 6 of 8 on the year, as long as 47. His misses are from 41 and 51, but some of his makes would have been good from 55 this year.
There's
referees. Yeah, I think he's upset with the play clock. That's why he keeps blowing his whistle. You've really feel like you've dominated, but you're frustrated because you've had 2 huge penalties go against you. And
from a broadcaster's perspective, it's frustrating that you don't have down and distance and even the yard line on the scoreboard.
Wow. Now he's talking to the head coach, and I think the head coach is asking why they reset the play clock.
Coach Taylor Hennigan in his 4th season here at Cookeville. Record of 20 and 21, 1 and 3 in the playoffs. So they line up again for the 50-yard field goal. McHugh out of Noah Haig's hold. Luca Conforti is the long snapper, and it's a low snap. Haig sets it up, and the ball drifting downfield will be good from 50 yards. From 50, it's Ryan McHugh, and the Admirals lead it 6-0. McHugh from 29 and now from 50, and 10:13 to go in our second quarter. Let's get a 1-minute break. We'll return with McHugh's kickoff on the other side as you listen to Farragut Football, presented by Precision Garage Door Service, a name you can trust.
Looking for a mortgage that fits your needs? At Hearthside Bank, we offer a variety of mortgage solutions to help you get into your dream home. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or refinancing, our team is here to guide you every step of the way. With competitive rates, personalized service, and flexible terms, we have the right mortgage for you. Visit us today and let's make your homeownership dreams a reality. Hearthside Bank, member FDIC, equal housing.
Whether you're cheering on the home team or building your dream home,
I thought that was on the commercial. I was like, wow.
From hardwood to luxury vinyl, elegant porcelain to natural stone, David's has the winning design for every room.
Pretty lifelike.
Championship team ready to help you score the perfect floor. Locally owned and proud to serve our communities from locations in Farragut, Maryville, and Pigeon Forge. Visit David's Abbey Carpet and Floors in-store or online today, where the Admirals shop for floors.
So McHugh is now 7 of 9 on the season on field goals and just knocked through a 50-yarder career long. And the Admirals now will have McHugh, whose kickoff resulted in a touchback the first time, putting his right toe into it. Cookeville's got 2 return men standing between the goal line and the 1, and they're going to get a chance at this one. as it comes down at the 2-yard line. And on the return, coming near side, and we've got a flag. Farragut, a huge hit on the near sideline as the Admirals with a huge play from Harrison Smith. Harrison Smith laid the wood on Max Roberts, who had a nice return coming up the near sideline and got blasted in front of the Cookeville bench.
Yeah, your leading tackler from last year, which is probably good and bad at safety, absolutely levels him, but this one's coming back anyway. It's going to be inside the 15.
Here's how you can tell if it's a good high school hit. When the home crowd oohs at the opposing team's hit, you know it was a good one.
So from the 26-yard line, they'll march it back to the 16, I suppose.
Yep. Got a good view from here.
Wow.
As I'm on the 34, Eric's on the 36. Got Tyler on the 38.5-yard line. Be 1st and 10, Cavs from the 16.
Cookeville from the 16. H-back off the left side, and they'll throw it to him as he sneaks out on the right side. And did he step out of bounds? He did not. Fitz keeps battling for yardage and pushes the pile to the 30-yard line before Farragut finally gets him down. Fitz battling for a good extra 5 yards. And from the 16-yard line, again, he was lined up as the H-back, just ran behind the line, came out on the right side, took the pass from junior quarterback Easton Davidson, and moves to the 31 for a Hearthside Bank first down. It's the initial Hearthside Bank first down of the night for Cookeville. Parrish left, and Connor Paris is there to whip down the ball carrier. They got a new running back in the ball game. This was Hunt Reese getting his first carry after Blake Barrett was the running back on the first possession, and he's going to lose a yard on his initial carry.
Yeah, Parrish just a middle linebacker blitz. It was off left guard, and he wrapped him up, slung him down for a loss of 1.
Second down, 11 yards to go from the 30-yard line of Cookeville. Ball between the hash marks as the Cavaliers move left to right. He came off the field late.
They broke the huddle with that guy in there.
Yeah. 15 came off late. The officials, are they going to call it?
They're calling a timeout.
Oh, they called the timeout to.
I think the coach realized it, that they broke with too many, and while there wasn't yellow on the field, I think he wanted to go ahead and get the moment.
So Cookeville uses the first timeout of this first half. It comes with 8:46 to go, second quarter, and the Admirals leading 6-0. 6-0, Farragut on top. Let's get a 30-second break. We'll return with more on the other side as you listen to Farragut football presented by Precision Garage Door Service, a name you can trust.
Fantastic customer service, a knowledgeable team, expert craftsmen, and so many 5-star reviews. Hi, I'm Rick Terry with Rick Terry Jewelry Designs. My family and I have been serving West Knoxville and Farragut for well over 30 years. If you've never checked us out, please do. Better yet, come see us for yourself. On the corner of Kingston Pike and Campbell Station Road, look for the topi area of the Big Diamond Ring. Rick Terry Jewelry Designs, we want to be your jeweler. A proud sponsor of Farragut football.
Eric Gerhardt, Brett Clendon, and Tyler Carr here at Cookeville High School. Nick Blankenship behind the camera. And back in our WFIV studios in West Knox County, Dusty Street. Appreciate you joining us after the Cookeville timeout. It's second down and 11 from the 30. Farragut leading 6-0. They try to set up the screen, and that will be dropped, as unable to make the catch was the running back Blake Barrett. And Barrett took a shot as well from Noah Haig. It'll be third down.
Yeah, Haig ran it well and pounded him, but he did drop it before.
Not a real well delivered screen from Davidson on that occasion. And so third down, and Cookeville 0 of 1 on third down. They were going to go for it 4th and 1 on their 29 on their first possession, as Farragut had done on the game opening possession, but a 5-yard procedure penalty changed their mind. So 2 H-backs in the game, play fake, they'll throw deep, and Farragut is going to be I think, in pass interference, but the catch is going to be made regardless, as going up and making the catch at the 38-yard line will be the big receiver, Cisco, Caden Cisco.
Yeah, just a little go route on your backup cornerback, Caden Cisco. Nice catch delivered there by the quarterback.
32 yards on the completion. And third down conversion, a Hearthside Bank first down.
Yeah, you're going to feel really frustrated up 6-0 if the Cavs are able to get 7 here, and now you're dominated, but are now behind.
Handoff, Barrett running left and had an opening, and then it closes as Farragut comes up and makes the tackle again. Harrison Smith, very, very secure tackle on Blake Barrett. But Barrett off the left side moves from the 38, I think it was, down to the 34.
Yeah, that play looked like it was going for a lot more.
Yeah.
Smith closed it in a hurry, only got about 5.
Call it 5, yeah. Call it 5. Barrett now with 4 carries for 14 yards. It's second down and 5 from the 33-yard line, and they'll hand it off to the big guy, and he rumbles across the 30, running left. Colt Brooker got him down around the 29-yard line, but that'll be about a 4-yard gain for Evan Banks.
Yeah, off left guard, looks like it's third and about 1, maybe.
It'll be third and short.
So Cookeville converted their first third down a moment ago on the long completion to Caden Cisco. Now third and short from the Farragut 28-yard line, and they give it to Banks, and Farragut, well, it's going to be close.
Yeah,
Doubleday hit him first, bounced off Doubleday, then ran into some other Admirals, but from the 34-yard line, looks like they've moved the chains. Another Hearthside Bank first down, as they've got it at the, we'll say, 31, a 3-yard gain for Banks.
Yeah, the 5'11", 230-pound big back does enough to get the first down for the Cavs up the middle.
26-yard line. Ball on the far side, Hash Cookeville moving left to right. 6:35 to go until halftime. And they got a different back in the ballgame. I believe that's going to be Morton probably. No, change that. It was Reese. This is a play fake, and so Davidson coming right in. Noah Haig makes the tackle at the 24-yard line. So that's going to be a gain of 3 as the quarterback, Easton Davidson, keeps it running right. It'll be second down and 7 upcoming.
Yeah, quarterback scrambles there, nothing doing. Able to get 3 on the scramble drill, going to force second and 7.
First carry for Davidson tonight. He averages over 4 yards per rush. Quickly they come to the line as they break the huddle. Strong to the right, short side of the field, and looked like a hold on the Admirals, but no call. And it was Hunt Reese running to the short side of the field and moving from the 24. We'll just have to wait and see where they put it down. Looks like the 20.
Yeah, stretch run play to the right. We had an opportunity. Missed the tackle in the backfield, but still going to force a third and a long 3.
So the Cavaliers converted 2 third downs in a row, and they are on the brink of the red zone, nose of the ball, right at the 20. Third down, maybe 3.5 yards to go. Hunt Reese continues to be the, no, change that, it was Barrett, the running back, and Farragut's Connor Paris is going to throw him back. I don't think he got there.
No.
As the Admirals come up with Paris and makes the tackle on 193-pound senior Blake Barrett.
Even with their eyes, I don't think they're going to give him the first down. They're going to bring in Banks, the 230-pound big back. Fourth and looks like a full yard here inside the 20. Big play.
So fourth down, Cookeville from the 18-yard line. Fourth down and 1. And they've got 2 H-backs lined up behind the guards. They'll hand it off to Barrett, running up the middle. He pops it through the hole and into the end zone. From from 18 yards out on 4th down. A conversion, a Hearthside Bank first down for the Cavaliers. They convert in the red zone, and Barrett has himself an 18-yard touchdown run. It'll be for Barrett his 6th of the season.
Just like that, you're tied off left guard on 4th and 1. Physical run. They had the jumbo package in, and good blocking from the big fellas up front.
Kind of harkens back to what we saw so much the early weeks of the season, where Farragut gave up touchdowns on 3rd and long or 4th and short, and the extra point is up and good by Gavin Lentz. And just like that, after Farragut had had thoroughly dominated the first half, Cookeville puts together a drive. They overcome 3rd down twice and overcome 4th down on the 18-yard touchdown gallop by Blake Barrett right through the middle. And so Cookeville leads it 7-6 after the made PAT. We've got 4:48 to go in our first half here in Cookeville. Back with a kickoff in 1 minute as you listen to Farragut Football, presented by Precision Garage Door Service, a name you can trust.
This is Derek Miser with Miser Wealth Partners. Are you still funding your 401k today? If so, you need to consider this. With our federal debt soaring past $35 trillion and the interest rate related to that debt now represents 1/6 of our federal budget, your retirement savings might not be as secure as you think. Don't leave your future to chance. Discover a wiser, tax-free alternative today. Isn't it time you experience the Miser difference? Call Miser Wealth Partners today at 865-281-1616.
Hey, it's Matthew Bryan. Trust my local insurance team and me at Bryan Insurance Group for all your insurance needs. Personal or business insurance, our team will find the most affordable rates and coverage you need. Call us at 865-983-8114 or find us online
he gets to return it.
BryanInsurance.com.
Wow. Oh, that was close.
Carter Collier with a chance and moves across the 20 to the 25, popped down around the 29-yard line. And so your Rick Terry Jewelry Designs kickoff. Carter Collier gets the opportunity after the first time Farragut to begin the ball game. Receiving the kickoff, saw it go into the end zone. So no chance at the return, and now they're going to call Farragut for a hold on the kickoff return. So we'll see how far back that sets the Admirals.
Yeah, that was inches from a touchback, and another penalty on the ads. I have not loved the whistle early from Cookeville.
I still haven't seen the flag on the field.
Well, it's definitely 10 yards back. I didn't see it either, but we're at the 19, right?
It looks like the 19.
Yeah.
So the hold was at the tackle in mathematical terms?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess. Because he did go down at the 29-yard line.
What's that website again?
You can go to twswa.org.
Thank you.
7-6, Cookeville leading with 4:42 to go in our first half. Hobson quickly fires right side. It's intercepted. Touchdown by Lentz.
Pick
six. Lentz saw that coming and stepped in front. And Cookeville has its first defensive touchdown of the season. And the Admirals, who had built a 6-0 lead, failed to score touchdowns, settled for field goals, now suddenly find themselves down 14-6.
Yeah, that happened in a hurry. You dominate the first 20 minutes of the game, and within 4 minutes, you're now down, well, about to be 8 points. That's maybe the Cavs had seen a few hitches, and they bit hard there. Pick 6 for the Cavs.
4:35 to go. So only 13 seconds of game time after Cookeville gets on the board. They're on the board yet again, and Lentz, who just
no good
had the touchdown, misses the extra point.
That could be important later.
So it's 13-6, Cookeville leading with, again, 4:35 to go in our second quarter. First play of the possession, and Lentz with the pick 6 for the Cavaliers. So Cookeville leading 13-6, 4:35 to go until halftime. Another 1-minute break for our sponsors. We'll return with more as you listen to Farragut Football here on West 105, worldwide at WFIV.com.
Whether you're managing a household or running a business, Citizens Bank has a checking account built for how you bank. Choose from personal and business options with digital tools like mobile deposit, bill pay, and merchant services. Plus, support from a local team in Knoxville and Lenoir City that understands your goals. Learn more at citizensbank24.com. Member FDIC.
Hi, this is John Blair from Blair House. This time of year is filled with birthdays and anniversaries that call for gifting that is both personal and unique. At Blair House, we offer a wide variety of jewelry, chandeliers, and other unique and hard-to-find gifts. But when the gift must be perfect. Blair House, your time-tested connection to the treasures of the past. Blair House, 210 North Forest Park Boulevard in Bearden.
Follow them on Facebook and Instagram. Blair House Antiques, Knoxville.
Yeah, that's a flag. I hope those are both going on 30.
The kick by Lentz sails deep into the end zone. No chance for the Admirals to get a Rick Terry Jewelry Designs kickoff return on that effort. But there are flags, as Brett said, on the field.
Yeah, it should be on the Cavs for excessive destroying and taunting. So we should get it at the 35. But boy, things have changed in a hurry. Down 7. Cavs get the ball after half as well. 4:35 left in this second quarter.
Well, the
umpire
umpire said
unsportsmanlike, but
but
he
didn't bother to say who it was on. We're going to assume that.
Just watch the way he walks, right? That's what he's telling you.
That's 35.
Just watch me.
There we go.
Oh, there he goes. Okay.
Second time's the charm. So 15 yards step off.
Need a drive here.
They're documenting the unsportsmanlike notes in their book, because for those that are unfamiliar with the rules, if you do receive 2 unsportsmanlikes in one game, you are ejected. And if a coach receives 2 unsportsmanlikes, they are ejected and also subject to, I believe, a $500 fine.
Same for radio announcers. You're also out of here.
So they called these unsportsmanlike. I'm waiting for them. They're not letting them get started, so I'm guessing they're going to wait and mark it off or walk it up, maybe. Oh, they already did?
Yeah, they did.
Got it.
They were talking to the head coach.
Did they not throw the flag at around the 35?
But it's on the touchback.
Yeah, it was a touchback.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I forgot about the touchback. Sorry.
It's on the touchback. So from the 35-yard line, ball in the middle of the field, Corbin Hobson will have Nathan Jacobs standing behind him. And
there was a lot going on out there.
Long time to wait, and the Admirals then aren't crisp on the snap, and they're going to give 5 yards back to the 30. So that's going to be 45 yards now, penalized against the Admirals on 7 flags. Again, had 15 for 160 against Hardin Valley. That was really the sore spot of that game.
Yeah.
However, the nature of some of them were just kind of being competitive, and I'm not sure the coach had a problem with all of them. Handoff, Jacobs running right and cleared the 30, which was the line of scrimmage, but not much more. Got tripped up, stumbles forward to the 32, we'll say, for Nathan Jacobs, a Farragut freshman, on his first carry that will stand up 2 yards.
Yeah, 2nd and 13, got a couple off right guard there, need more.
345 yards rushing on the season for the freshman, averaging 4.1 per rush. He's got 1 touchdown. Empty set now.
5 wide.
For Corbin Hobson, 3 receivers left, 2 right. Hobson back to pass, has time, now trips and goes down in the backfield at the 26-yard line. And so that's going to be a loss from the 32 back to the 26, a 6-yard setback.
It looked like he had, while he scrambled, looked like he was going to have some room, falls down, loses some more yards as they're going to go to the Rabbits package. They're 4 defensive ends rushing the passer here on 3rd and a country mile.
Farragut 1 of 4 on 3rd down. 3:20 to go in our first half. Farragut trailing 13-6 after leading 6-0. Pistol formation, 2 receivers left, 1 right, and Hobson under duress moves right, fires deep, and it's going to be dropped by the defensive back. So Garfield trying to get there, but that was thrown beyond Garfield, and Eli Davis had the best opportunity at it, but the ball goes through his hands.
You don't hear this a lot, but I wish he'd have caught it, because that would have been better than a punt. That was thrown a good 55 yards. But he didn't do it on purpose. He just dropped it, forcing the punt.
So the Admirals go 3 and out. Time-consuming first possession and second possession. Third possession was 1 play, a pick 6, and now a 3 and out. And from the 26-yard line, Julian Melindy's punt is going to take a tremendous roll, and Farragut will down it. They could have let it skip out of bounds.
Yeah.
And they're going to say it's at the 20. A good hustle downfield by Cole McDonald, but the Admirals go from the 26, I believe it was, to the 20. So
54 yards?
54 yards for Julian Melindy as he got in a tremendous roll. Good directional punt away from the return man towards the Cookeville sideline.
Yep. 2:54 left to go here in the first half.
And I believe, if the timeouts are right, I know down and distance is a sore spot for Eric, but timeouts, if they're correct, that's one of the few things on the scoreboard.
2 for the Cavaliers, I do believe.
Yeah, and we've got all 3.
Cookeville from its 20-yard line after the 54-yard punt along this season for Melindy.
Little jet.
And running left will be the H-back, and that's Gavin Lentz. And Lentz brought down. Good tackle across the way in front of the Farragut bench. The Admirals holding to a 2-yard gain.
Yeah, Harrison Smith, a quick jet to the left, and your safety tracked him down tremendously. Really nice open field tackle there, gain of 2.
I didn't notice, was that a bit of a touch pass, or did they actually hand it to him?
It was the
toss ahead.
Toss ahead play.
Okay, so it's pass play.
I do not like that. I do not agree with that, but yes, it is considered
Yeah,
pass.
because if you miss it, it's incompletion, which is ridiculous.
I formation football for the Cavaliers.
And it'll be Barrett sidestepping a man
Get him.
still on his feet.
Get him
Spins
down.
out of there, and he gets across the 31-yard line. Good run by Barrett. Farragut just couldn't find him in the middle of the line, and he ends up moving from the 22 to the 32 for a Hearthside Bank first down.
Yeah, looked like we had him wrapped up. We had a couple guys around his legs. Never brought him down off left guard, and he somehow gets the first down. Only a minute 48 left in this half. Cavs get it after half. We got 3 timeouts. Interesting to see if we use them.
Hearthside Bank first down number 5 for Cookeville. Hearthside Bank located in Farragut on the south side of Kingston Pike, just east of Concord Road. And so from the 32-yard line, first down and 10. Davidson has time. Now will run. Got away from Parrish at the 40 and slides down at the 46-yard line. Should be the 46.
It's coming back.
Got a flag.
Yeah, our boy Dinkle was held. And I wish it was a spot foul, as it no longer is, because that was about 8 yards deep.
So what would have been an 18-yard step off in years past is instead stepped off from the line.
Yep.
And 10 yards back to the 22.
Yeah, I think you'll try to use your timeouts here. You really need to get some momentum back, as the second quarter has not been your friend.
Ball on the far side hash. Cookeville leading 13-6. The Cavaliers with it first down and about 20 yards to go from the 22. Davidson awaits the snap from Dean. They set up the screen.
Get out there.
And Farragut makes the tackle, as coming up was Mason Apolategi to take the legs out from Cookeville's Nick Johnson.
And 55 seconds left after the screen, and no timeouts been used.
6-yard completion. Second down, 14 yards to go. Hand off to Barrett, big hole on the left side. He breaks it to the outside, just shoves away a defender, and is going to move from the 28-yard line in front of the Farragut bench to the 38, a 10-yard gain.
27 seconds left. The big back gets it to 3rd and 3.
So Cookeville, 3rd down, 2 of 4. Back to pass. Davidson throws left side and airmailed it. Was trying once more to get it to Nick Johnson.
And they were trying to go fast. We don't call our timeouts. They try to go fast, but now we're going to get the ball back regardless. Oh, no, that was 2nd down?
Yes. Right?
Oh, that was 2nd and.
No, that was.
No. That was 3rd
it's
down.
4th down. It's 4th down.
Okay. I was about to say, that's 4th and 3, but we are lined up.
Now, they will punt it sometimes with Davidson.
That's what they're doing. Yeah, if they go for this, they need to be checked in the head. I think they were punting that, as Eric said.
Farragut uses the timeout. 1/3 of the punts this year have been by the quarterback, just in his customary shotgun.
A couple yards back, more than normal.
When they actually call on the traditional punters, we saw earlier it's Gavin Lentz, and he had an absolute missile off his toe.
Yeah, he did. That was an absolute beauty.
So one would think that when they return, well, it's going to be interesting to see, because 15 seconds remain.
I think they think it's a safer punt, to be honest with you, when he's back there, as weird as that sounds, to make sure it doesn't get blocked.
But Cookeville is our home. Hometown people, hometown values, and hometown service.
Certainly seems like there's a willingness to just let him punt it away.
Right, exactly. There's just not as much rush on 4th and 3. Man, we got nobody back. It's going to take up plenty of time.
They snap it, and he will indeed punt it. The quarterback, Davidson, punts it from the 39-yard line, and that's going to die in the middle of the field at the 35. So that's going to be 26 yards on the punt by Davidson.
They did what they wanted. 13 seconds come off the clock.
Punt be down at the 35. It'll be 1st and 10, Admirals.
Got one play here to get 65 yards.
Get your programs, $10. Only for sale the rest of the halftime. $10, get your program.
Admirals with the only scoring in the first quarter. A 7-minute drive to begin this ball game, ending with a 29-yard field goal by Ryan McHugh. 3 and out by Cookeville. Farragut then, time-consuming drive, scores with 10:13 to go in the second quarter on a 50-yard field goal by McHugh. But since then, the Cavaliers converted some big 3rd downs. Now the Admirals will drop it off short on the right side. And Haskins makes the catch, moves for a gain of about 8 yards before he's tackled in front of the Farragut bench. The horn sounds, ending our first half. So Cookeville had 4 guys back, maybe more than that, at the goal line. The Admirals just tried to go short, see what could happen, and again, an 8-yard completion to the sideline for John Haskins, his second catch of the first half. And these teams head off to the locker room with Cookeville leading Farragut 13-6. Let's get a 3-minute break, and we will return on the other side with our Precision Door halftime show. We'll get a look at the drive chart, the team and individual stats, and also scores of interest on this week 9 of the high school football season. All that to come is our Precision Garage Door halftime show coming up on the other side of this 3-minute break as you listen to Farragut football on West 105, online at WFIV.com, and the Admiral video stream on 105.3 WFIV's YouTube channel.
WFIV 105.3 FM, Loudon, Farragut, Lenore City.
You're listening to West 105.
If you're an LCUB Electric customer, it's time to upgrade. Experience true fiber to the home, the fastest internet available. Get affordable fixed pricing, free installation, no contracts, and local customer service. It's not too good to be true. LCUB is connecting new neighborhoods every month with gig speed fiber internet starting at $69.99 a month, Wi-Fi included. Check your availability now at lcub.com.
The Shrimp Dock, Knoxville's premier fresh seafood market, offers fresh seafood entrees at all 3 of its area locations. Po' boys, crab cake plates, fish tacos, shrimp, salmon, and more. Choose an entree, choose a side and a beverage, dine in or carry it out. You won't regret making the Shrimp Dock your choice for a seafood meal. 3 locations to serve you: Farragut, Bearden, and Alcoa. All locations open at 10 a.m. Monday through Saturday and at 11 a.m. on Sundays. Like us on Facebook for the Fish of the Week and other weekly specials. The Shrimp Dock, Knoxville's premier fresh seafood market.
Looking for a fast quote? How about the right quote? We here at the Mike Dyer Agency can deliver both to help you with your insurance needs. Call us today at 865-966-2111 to learn more. Or visit our website at MikeDyerInsuranceAgency.com. And remember, Nationwide is on your side.
Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company and Affiliates, Columbus, Ohio.
Shop Farragut loves Farragut sports. From football to basketball to baseball and softball, we love supporting our hometown teams. We also love it when you shop Farragut and support our hometown businesses. You'll find everything you want when you shop Farragut. So support our local businesses and shop Farragut every day.
We got the big box of mom and pops, so many groovy restaurants. Shop Farragut.
Cookeville High School Marching Cavaliers and Dance Team and their 2025 show, Catching Fire.
Banking should feel personal, and at Hearthside Bank, we make sure it does. With services designed for you, from everyday banking to complex loans, we're here when you need us. Visit our Farragut branch today and discover the difference of banking with a local team that is always within reach. Hearthside Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
You never think about your garage door until there's a little...
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Or even the occasional...
Now that can be good.
That's why the pros at Precision Garage Door Service are available same day with fully stocked trucks to fix it fast. So we can turn into...
Oh my, wow.
Precision Garage Door Service, the name you can trust.
Field Commander Shane O'Neill is your band.
Welcome in to our Precision Door halftime show from Cookeville High School. First ever meeting between Farragut and Cookeville in a regular season matchup. They scrimmaged each other for a number of years, preseason scrimmages, but the first in-season matchup for the Cavaliers and the Admirals, and it started off with Farragut receiving the opening kickoff, a touchback. The Admirals would move into the red zone as a good-looking drive bogs down, and a 29-yard, and frankly, the Admirals appeared to be in the end zone on a quarterback sneak, a 1-yard keep by Corbin Hobson, but they called Farragut for assisting the runner and backed him up 5, and Farragut never did overcome the penalty yardage. And so Ryan McHugh ends up booting a 29-yard field goal to give Farragut a 3-0 lead with 5 minutes to go in our opening quarter. The ensuing kickoff by Ryan McHugh into the end zone for the touchback. So Cookeville starts from its 20. The Cavaliers go 3 and out. They were set to try from the 29-yard line, as Farragut had done before on the game opening possession, a 4th and 1. But the Cavaliers had a procedure penalty, and that changed their mind. They weren't going to go for it on 4th and 6. So a 3 and out, a tremendous punt off the toe of Gavin Lentz. And Farragut takes over at its 23-yard line. Again, the Admirals ate up a considerable amount of clock before Ryan McHugh was called upon. Farragut on 3rd down took a sack, if I remember correctly, and the Admirals then would have Ryan McHugh boot a career-long 50-yard field goal. 10-13 to go in the second, and the Admirals leading 6-0. The Cavaliers, on their second possession, got things rolling. They had to overcome third down a couple of times, did so, and ultimately drove 84 yards, an 84-yard drive that culminated with an 18-yard touchdown run on 4th and 1. And that was Blake Barrett. Barrett with the touchdown run after he broke through the line, smooth sailing to pay dirt. Lentz came on, added the extra point, and after Farragut had dominated the early going, Cookeville suddenly was in the lead, 7-6, 4:48 to go in the second quarter. Things go from bad to worse for the Admirals as they start from their 19-yard line following the kickoff return and a penalty for a hold. So the Admirals from their 19-yard line on the first play, Hobson fires quickly out to his right, but reading the play all the way, stepping in front, taking it in stride was Gavin Lentz, and Lentz returns it for a pick six. Cookeville's first defensive score of the season. 4:35 to go in the second quarter, and Cookeville up 13-6. Lentz missed on the PAT that followed. So Farragut then 3-and-out series. Melendi with a great roll on his punt results in a 54-yard punt inside the 20 or to the 20 where Cookeville took over. They returned the favor with a 26-yard punt by the quarterback, Easton Davidson, which was in the final seconds of the half. Farragut takes over at its 35. It runs only one play, and time expires on the second quarter here at Cookeville High School. So the Admirals had 3 in the first, 3 early in the second. Cookeville comes back with back-to-back touchdowns. Again, the 18-yard touchdown run by Blake Barrett and the pick six by Gavin Lentz. And 13-6 your score as the Cavaliers score the final 13 of the half. The one turnover, of course, a big one, belonging to Farragut on the interception, the pick six for the Cavaliers. The Admirals with 8 Hearthside Bank first downs. Cookeville with 5 Hearthside Bank first downs. Farragut goes 1 of 5 on third down. Cookeville 2 of 5 on third down. Both teams 1 of 1 on fourth down. The Admirals were penalized 7 times for 45 yards. Cookeville was penalized 5 times for 55 yards. We'll get a look at the individual stats after we get another break for our sponsors. Our Precision Door halftime show continuing on the other side of this 3-minute break as, again, Cookeville leading Farragut here at Cookeville High School 13-6. Back in 3 minutes with more as you listen to Farragut High School football presented by Precision Garage Door Service, a name you can trust.
Whether you're cheering on the home team or building your dream home, David's Abbey Carpet and Floors has you covered. From engineered hardwood to luxury vinyl, elegant porcelain to natural stone, David's has the winning design for every room and the championship team ready to help you score the perfect floor. Locally owned and proud to serve our communities from locations in Farragut, Maryville, and Pigeon Forge. Visit David's Abbey Carpet and Floors in-store or online today, where the Admirals shop for floors.
Here at the Mike Dyer Agency, we know insurance coverage options can be overwhelming. That's why we partner with Nationwide to help you find the best protection for you and your family's needs. Give us a call today at 865-966-2111 to learn more. Or visit our website at MikeDyerInsuranceAgency.com. And remember, Nationwide is on your side.
Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company and Affiliates, Columbus, Ohio.
Leaky pipes.
Oh no!
Toilets clogged.
Oh crap!
Don't freak out. Just call us. Problem solved.
Okay.
No job too big. No job too small.
Oh, great.
Repairs, installs, relax. We do it all.
Valley Plumbing. Any plumbing issue, anytime. Call your Valley Plumbing professionals today at 865-351-0643 or visit valleyplumbingtn.com. That's valleyplumbingtn.com.
Boys, this is going to be a tough team to beat tonight. We have to stop their running game. You got to block them and stop them. Kind of like my Michelin Cross Climate 2 tires. I can stop in the rain, stop in the heat, stop in all kinds of weather. Just stop by Fisher Tire, and they'll fix you right up with the right tire for your car and budget. Fisher Tire is on Kingston Pike in Bearden, or west near the Pellissippi, and north on Broadway. Now get out there and stop them.
Fantastic customer service, a knowledgeable team, expert craftsmen, and so many 5-star reviews. Hi, I'm Rick Terry with Rick Terry Jewelry Designs. My family and I have been serving West Knoxville and Farragut for well over 30 years. If you've never checked us out, please do. Better yet, come see us for yourself. On the corner of Kingston Pike and Campbell Station Road, look for the topiary of the Big Diamond Ring. Rick Terry Jewelry Designs, we want to be your jeweler. A proud sponsor of Farragut football.
You never think about your garage door until there's a little...
Oh, no.
Or even the occasional...
Now that can be good.
That's why the pros at Precision Garage Door Service are available same day with fully stocked trucks to fix it fast. So we can turn into...
Oh my, wow.
Precision Garage Door Service, the name you can trust.
Welcome back into our Precision Door halftime show from Cookeville High School, where the homestanding Cavaliers lead Farragut 13-6 at intermission after the Admirals jumped out on top on a pair of Ryan McHugh field goals to begin the game, 29-yarder and a career-long 50-yarder. But Cookeville comes back on an 18-yard 4th-and-1 touchdown run by Blake Barrett, and then just seconds later on the first play of Farragut's subsequent possession, a pick six by Gavin Lentz. Missed extra point, but 13-6 is where we stand as the Cavaliers score the final 13 points and do so, again, back-to-back scores happening in rapid-fire fashion. Let's look at the individual stats. First for homestanding Cookeville, 8 carries, 54 yards, and the 18-yard touchdown for Blake Barrett. He comes in averaging just over 6 yards per carry and is at just under 7 yards per carry in the first half. Evan Banks, 2 carries for 7 yards. Hunt Reese, a couple of carries for 3 yards. And the quarterback, Easton Davidson, 1 carry for 3 yards. So 13 rushing attempts, 67 yards for the Cavaliers, and the touchdown on the ground in the first half. Meanwhile, Davidson, the junior signal caller, goes 4 of 6 through the air for 55 yards. He completed 1 pass to Nick Johnson, good for 6. 1 to Taylor Fitz, who gained 15, probably got 8 of that, with 3 Admirals or more hanging on to him. Strong run after the catch by Fitz on his 1 reception. Caden Cisco had a big catch. That overcame 3rd and long, a 32-yard reception, his lone catch. And Gavin Lentz just took a little touch pass, as he came in jet motion in front of quarterback Davidson. That's judged to be a pass, and so 2 yards for him. Anyhow, 122 total yards, again, 67 on the ground, 55 through the air for the Cavaliers. For Farragut, Corbin Hobson, 3 carries, minus 12 yards. Nathan Jacobs, 1 carry for 2 yards. Charlie Noble showed some flashes. His first carry was good for 10. His second was good for 20. His third for 6. Then was tagged for a 3-yard loss on a big hit by Landon McCarter. Came back with a 3-yard gain, but all told 5 carries for 36 yards in the first half for senior Charlie Noble. Carter Collier, too, showed some shiftiness on an occasion or 2, 4 carries for 11 yards. 13 rushing attempts, 37 yards for the Admirals in the first half. And through the air, Corbin Hobson goes 10 of 15 for 94 yards and the pick 6. He completed 2 balls to John Haskins, good for 13 yards. Max Garfield on the receiving end of 4 of Hobson's passes, good for 26 yards. Anderson Glover, a couple of catches for 22 yards. Carter Collier, 1 catch for 13. And Aaron Heatherly, 1 reception for 20. So the Admirals with 94 yards through the air, 37 on the ground, 131 yards of total offense, again compared to 122 for Cookeville. But the Cavaliers lead it here at the break, 13-6. For a look at what's going on elsewhere, Week 9 involving East Tennessee teams. Here's Tyler Carr.
All right, here we go. Looking at 2 6A action to start off as Cleveland host Bearden, and Cleveland up 14-3. I believe that score is actually scored again. I think it's now 21-3 Cleveland in the second half. At the half, Hardin Valley and Oak Ridge 14, Hardin Valley 10. At the half, in the third quarter, Maryville 21, Science Hill 10. At halftime, Pigeon Forge and Cott County. Pigeon Forge 32, 21 points for Cott County. At the half, a surprising score to me somewhat, Sevier County and Tennessee High tied at 7-all. Greenville was up on Volunteer 35-0 at halftime. Westridge up on Morristown East 35-0 in the second half. Carter leads Austin East 27-0 at half. Gibbs has a big lead over the Falcons of Fulton 35-0. Greenback up on Oakdale 21-0 at half. Alcoa is cruising to a nice win in Blount County tonight as they are up 47-0 over Heritage in the fourth quarter. McMinn Central leads Tellico Plains 28-14. Polk County up on Eagleton Academy 23-13. Another close ball game that's going to be interesting to see how it wraps up later tonight. Powell 10, Jefferson County 7 at the half over off Emory Road. Meigs County up on Scott County 15-14. The Dragons of Clinton lead South Doyle 21-0 in the third quarter. Oneida trails Sweetwater late in the game 22-12. Coalfield has a significant lead on Wartburg 55-0 in the fourth quarter. West up big over William Blount 45-14. That game is now in the second half. Walker Valley up on Lenoir City at the half 49-7. Ray County traveled to Loudon High School and is up 28-7 in the fourth quarter. Red Bank over McMinn County 14-3 at halftime. Webb competing with 6A Stewart's Creek. Stewart's Creek up 7-6 in the second quarter. And Grace Christian is up 28-7 over the Warriors of Christian Academy of Knoxville in the fourth quarter.
Thank you very much, Tyler. Appreciate that. And here, again, it's Cookeville leading 13-6. The Admirals score the first 6 on a pair of Ryan McHugh field goals, including a career-long 50-yarder. And Cookeville comes back with a 18-yard touchdown run by Barrett, the starting running back, Blake Barrett, on 4th and 1, 18 yards. He goes to the house, and then shortly thereafter, it was Lentz on a pick 6, missed PAT, but 13-6, Cookeville leading. Monday, it's been a while since there's been any freshman or JV action, but scheduled Monday are a couple of matchups versus Maryville. So the freshmen should play at 6, and the JV game should follow at about 7:30. Wish both teams the best. The freshmen have really only had one game this year. That was against Hardin Valley back on September 8th, the 14-8 win. The JV team has gone 4-2 this season, most recently a 21-0 shutout of Bearden back on September 29th. So both the freshmen and JV are at least scheduled to play Maryville Monday at Farragut High School. And then the following week, they're scheduled to play Oak Ridge. So Oak Ridge will be, of course, the varsity opponent next week as Farragut returns to region action. Oak Ridge, a new member of Region 2 6A. And that's going to be a short week. That game's at Farragut, and it's a Thursday night game. And so, and they're trying to cram an awful lot in too. I think it's got to be homecoming. It's senior night. It's on. I mean, and you on a Thursday. You want homecoming on a Thursday? Somebody, I don't know what happened there. That should have been Bradley Central earlier in the season. I know you don't always want to have homecoming in the first 4-5 weeks of the season, but this year with Farragut only having 4 home dates and 2 of them at the end of the a couple of them being Thursday nights. I mean, it's just, what are you going to do? And on the cusp of fall break too with the last one, Hardin Valley, so there weren't necessarily any good decisions there to be made, but anyhow, it's going to be a busy Thursday night.
Also, go ahead and prepare because the following Thursday night, Farragut will end the regular season at Cleveland on Thursday night, which I hate Thursday night games. I know you do as well. You want them on Friday night as the good Lord intended.
That's right.
But Friday night Halloween.
That's true.
I get to go trick or treating, and that's free candy. That's the best investment we can have.
Right. Our families appreciate that.
Yes.
And I think teams more and more want to go ahead and have that extra day as they prepare for the playoffs.
Right.
And so that's a big thing with the final week of the regular season.
The coaches are going to be out scouting the possible opponent for the next week anyways.
But, yeah, next week it's Thursday night is Farragut with its final home game of the regular season against Oak Ridge, and then a Thursday night game to close out the regular season at Cleveland. Again, coming up Monday at Farragut, 6 o'clock. Freshmen scheduled to play Maryville JV to follow at about 7:30 or so. So Farragut trailing 13-6. They've got 2 minutes and 45 seconds showing on our halftime clock. Stay with us. We'll get a break here and return with the kickoff. Our Rick Terry Jewelry Designs kickoff to begin the third quarter. And stay with us all night long as well. The end of the night, as part of our post-game show, we will be selecting our Blair House Antiques players of the game. Farragut trailing 13-6. Back in 2 minutes with the start of the third quarter as you listen to Farragut football presented by Precision Garage Door Service, a name you can trust.
Life doesn't run on bank hours. That's why Citizens Bank offers checking accounts with tools you can use anytime, like mobile deposit, debit card controls, and online bill pay. Whether it's for your home or your business, you'll get options that work. And support from people based right here in Knoxville and Lenoir City. Explore your options at citizensbank24.com. Member FDIC.
Fiber internet is faster and affordable now for LCUV electricity customers. Gig speed starting at $69.99 a month, Wi-Fi equipment included. Fiber broadband is the future. Don't be left lagging in the past. Get connected now at LCUV.com.
Hi, this is John Blair from Blair House. This time of year is filled with birthdays and anniversaries that call for gifting that is both personal and unique. At Blair House, we offer a wide variety of jewelry, chandeliers, and other unique and hard-to-find gifts. But when the gift must be perfect. Blair House, your time-tested connection to the treasures of the past. Blair House, 210 North Forest Park Boulevard in Bearden.
Follow them on Facebook and Instagram. Blair House Antiques, Knoxville.
Shop Farragut loves Farragut sports. From football to basketball to baseball and softball, we love supporting our hometown teams. We also love it when you shop Farragut and support our hometown businesses. You'll find everything you want when you shop Farragut. So support our local businesses and shop Farragut every day.
We got the big box of mom and pops, so many groovy restaurants. Shop Farragut.
So our Precision Door halftime show concluding as Farragut huddles up down to our left. Cookeville has taken its sideline down below, and the Cavaliers will be receiving the kickoff to begin the third quarter. They lead Farragut 13-6. And obviously the Admirals would be well served to come out and get a big 3 and out. The Cavaliers really with the one drive, but it was a relatively short first half in terms of the number of possessions for each team. So Cookeville went 3 and out on its first possession. Its second possession, they end up driving 84 yards, and then late in the second quarter, possession ended in their own territory. I think they had picked up one Hearthside Bank first down before punting with only seconds remaining until halftime. So the Cavaliers 1 and 6, and the Admirals 2 and 5, and both teams would surely like to get out of here with a win, with both teams having two big region opponents still on the schedule.
Yeah, pretty frustrating first half. You feel like you dominated the first quarter. Second quarter didn't go your way, but a couple of huge penalties going against you. Just overall frustrating is the only word I can use to describe it. But you got to have a 3 and out here. I think you've got the ability to move the football, of course, but got to have a stop against a heavy running football team to start the third.
Cavaliers, 13 rushes, 67 yards, and a touchdown in the first half. 4 of 6 through the air was Easton Davidson for 55, 122 yards. Farragut had 13 rushes for 37 yards. Their numbers dinged some by Hobson having 3 carries for -12. Hobson 10 of 15 through the air for 94, and the interception which went the other way to the house. McHugh's kickoff is going to find the end zone, and so a touchback on our Rick Terry Jewelry Designs kickoff to begin the second half. We are full speed ahead with the third quarter, and it'll be Cookeville starting from its 20-yard line, as that is 2 of 3 tonight. Kickoffs resulting in touchbacks for senior Ryan McHugh.
Doubleday, Patowski at the ends. Jackson Plumley at nose. Looks like you've got Dinkle at outside linebacker, Noah Haig. In the middle, you've got Connor Paris and Colt Brooker.
And you got, Porter Smith over there at the other corner? Is that right? Well, he's not the starter originally.
Right. Looks like it's Porter Smith, freshman.
Yep.
So handoff, and coming left side, and there's a huge hole over here. And this is down the near sideline comes Blake Barrett, and Barrett's going to be rolled out of bounds finally by Harrison Smith. Smith has made some big tackles tonight, and that one well downfield. It's a 35-yard gain, and they just kind of caved in, or Farragut just didn't have anybody on that side, but that was easy pickings for Cookeville on the first play of the second half.
Yeah, not what the doctor ordered. Off left tackle for an easy 35, as the hole was absolutely massive.
So Hearthside Bank, first down number 6 for Cookeville as they move right to left in this third quarter. Ball on the near side hash, handoff, and Farragut comes through and wraps up the ball carrier. That was Plumley, Jackson Plumley there immediately, and big hit by the Farragut Nitro on Blake Barrett. So Barrett rips off 35 on his first carry of the second half and is thrown for a 4-yard loss.
Yeah, I want to say that was Plumley's biggest play of the year from the Nitro position. Not easy to make a lot of plays from that middle nose guard position, but he got in there quickly, lost 4.
Second down, 14, ball back to the 49-yard line for the Cavaliers as Barrett stands behind Davidson, who rolls to his right, throws to the far sideline, and somebody over there on the Farragut jersey caught it. Looked like maybe
Zane Koreshi Smith.
Koreshi Smith caught it.
Yeah, nice catch. Good hands by Koreshi Smith, your corner / receiver who is out tonight. On the rollout, it's going to force 3rd and 14 after the start. Big play. 2 good plays for the Ads.
State champion center fielder as well. 2 of 5 on third down are the Cavaliers. So this is going to be 3rd down and 14 from the 49-yard line.
Need a stop.
3 receivers right, 2 left, and an empty set for Davidson. Davidson being pursued by Doubleday, drops it off short, incomplete. Colt Brooker in coverage as the intended receiver, I believe, was Bryson Gallagher, but it goes off his hands, thrown a little bit high, incomplete. 4th down and long, and they will bring on the traditional punting unit.
Yeah, Gallagher just dragging across the field. Definitely going to be short as long as Brooker makes the tackle, but he's unable to handle it, and Glover's going to get an opportunity as he stands back at his own 11-yard line.
So 1 Hearthside Bank first down on the big 35-yard run by Blake Barrett, first play, but then the Admirals buckle down. So from the 49, snap comes back, quick punt is away, high.
Very high.
Hung it up nicely. Glover asks for a fair catch, and this one go out coffin corner down inside the 5. And they will say it's at the 3-yard line. That was a beautiful punt, and that's the second outstanding punt we've seen from Lentz. The first one was just a boomer.
Yep.
This one was perfectly placed.
Yeah, I don't know him very well, obviously, but I've seen 2 punts, and I'm a fan of his talent, unfortunately.
Not only that, but the man also plays jack linebacker. He plays H-back tight end. Like, he is just, like, to me, what I love about high school football.
And he's the one, I do believe, with the pick 6. So,
yep, and we've seen that a few times, the punter being a multiple position athlete.
Ads take over on their 3-yard line.
Yeah, pretty scared.
Hobson will have, it appears, Carter Collier behind him in the pistol. Fires near side, quickly making the catch is Haskins, and Haskins got to the 11 before he's shoved out by a trio of Cavaliers. First man there was Kingston Felder, the cornerback. Coming over was Fitz as well, the wheelbacker. And from the 11, or from the 3 to the 11, it's an 8-yard gain for Haskins, his third catch of the night. Actually, they put it at the 10.
Yeah, I didn't like the spot. Didn't even give it the 10 when it was the 11. It's such an inexact science with these incredible referees.
3 catches, 20 yards for Haskins tonight. And a handoff to Collier, coming right, and he's swept up by the middle linebacker as Evan Banks, 229 pounds, comes flying over the top and rides down Collier after a 1-yard gain. It'll be third down, where Farragut on the night is 1 of 5.
Yeah, off right tackle. I thought Collier was going to get there. Banks covered it in a hurry and forced a big 3rd and 2, down 7. Big play here for the Admirals.
Heatherly sets up on the right off tackle.
With 2 receivers left, and Heatherly joined by Haskins on the right side of the formation. And they'll try to surprise him, cross him up with Collier, and he's close to first down yardage. Admirals from the 11 got to the 14.5. That'll be enough to move the chains, it would appear. Third down conversion, just the second of the night for Farragut, a Hearthside Bank. First down, number 9.
Yeah, nice cut back to the right there by Collier to find the crease as he gets just enough to move the chains for the Navy.
Call it a 4-yard gain. Collier now with 16 on 6 rushing attempts, and Farragut just shy of the 15-yard line. First down and 10. Trips left. Haskins, the lone receiver, right. Handoff to Collier. Big hole, right side, 25-30.
Oh,
35, and then a flag is thrown in from behind, and holding is going to be called on the Admirals.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, that hold call was called extremely late, and I know this game doesn't ultimately matter in the region, but again, I've not been thrilled with the flags. Wow.
So Collier had busted one through the right side. Bryson Bassett, Connor Frinkowitz on that right side. And you could see both Glover and Corbin Hobson clutching their helmet with both hands when as they were in the offensive backfield, watching the play from behind, just as the white hat was, clutching their helmet as that flag was thrown.
Boy, that changes everything. It's 1st and 20.
10-yard step off.
TSSAA.org. What's the problem now?
Well, it shouldn't be to the 5. It ought to be half the distance to the goal. It ought to be the 8-yard line, 7.5-yard line.
Yeah, I think the 2 geniuses are working it out right now.
Half of 15, 7.5, guys.
He's like, sorry about that.
There we go. All right.
Carry the 2.
Kids, it's important to pay attention to math class.
Mm-hmm.
So from the 8, back to passes. Hobson has time, now drops it off short on the screen to Collier, right side, and he moves to the 11. Sort of an unorthodox looking screen, and the Admirals move from, will gain about 3 yards. It'll be second down and long.
I'm not sure it was a standard screen. I think he was just kind of the safety valve, and he kind of just flared it off to him. I really kind of liked his poise on there to get it to his running back in space.
Collier with his second catch, we'll say good for 3 yards on this occasion, 16 total. So second down, Admirals need the 25-yard line, and Haskins with catch, and then the ball's knocked from his grasp as he's spun out of bounds. And so the Admirals will move from the 12-yard line, we'll say,
Yeah, he fumbles it forward, but it's got to go back to where he fumbled it. Fumbled it out to the 15, bringing it back to the 13.
Just a 1-yard gain.
And the Cavs bring their rabbit package back in the game. Kind of the 3-4-4 look that they run on 3rd and 11.
Farragut overcame 3rd on a run earlier this possession by Collier, but that was short. This is 3rd down and about 12 as they need the 25. Hobson steps up and is running away from one defender, but not 2 or 3 as they push him into the sideline. And the Admirals will go from the 13 out of bounds over here at about the 19-yard line. So it'll be 4th down.
Doesn't see anything originally. Kind of looks down and tries to get what he can. Not much.
So a single Hearthside Bank first down, and now Julian Melindy, who's one punt in the first half, got a tremendous roll, 54 yards, longest punt of the season for Farragut. So the Admirals backed up, field position going the way of Cookeville here early thanks to that great coffin corner kick. Now Melindy trying to get a boomer out of there. Spiral, it turns over, takes a nice bounce, return man gets away from it, and will go out of bounds. And so
33-yard line.
Where had it been previously?
The 19.
19. 31.
17. So
41. 46. And maybe 47, something like that.
Yep. 47-yarder.
7:40 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Cavaliers coming at us from their right to left.
And Cookeville breaks the huddle, comes to the line.
Quickly. Quick pitch.
Toss it right side. And
Now
Farragut
Bear.
didn't make the tackle initially with Petoskey, who came flying through, but he held up the ball carrier. And the Navy then arrives on the scene. Hunt Reese bouncing off of Petoskey, but then is buried by multiple Admiral defenders. No gain.
Yeah. Haig first, then Patowski, then the Navy cleans it up. Really no gain there, 2nd and 10.
Call it a loss of 1. And there's a huge hit in the middle as the Admirals. Petoskey is there to greet the ball carrier again, Hunt Reese. And I was just about to say, man, that young man, it's been tough sledding. He doesn't have a lot of carries, but he was dropped for a 1-yard loss, battled for 4, lost 1 a moment ago, and now Petoskey tags him for another 1-yard loss.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking Petoskey, kind of a quiet first half for him, but 2 plays in a row where he said that's about enough. Pressure on the quick toss and then levels him on the dive up the middle. Going to force a 3rd and 12.
So Cookeville 2 of 6 on 3rd down tonight. As the Admirals need desperately a 3rd down stop here. 6:20 to go in the 3rd quarter. Man comes across the formation right to left, sets up his outside of 3 receivers. Paris comes on the blitz. They drop it off short. Farragut missed the tackle initially. Colt Brooker rallies to the ball. And at the 34-yard line, that's going to, when it's all said and done, be about a 3-yard gain.
Yeah, Paris got in a hurry. It was a quick screen, but Brooker does make the tackle. Glover going to have another opportunity. So it'll be the 3rd punt from the very, very talented, at least so far, Gavin Lentz.
We didn't catch who made the catch, but 3 yards. And so a 3-and-out series. A short drop for Lentz. He gets it out of there. That is a beautiful punt. That's up there in eternity, and Glover asks for and makes the fair catch. Kind of think he wishes he hadn't.
Yeah.
But
it's not just that they're great, they're skied to the moon.
Yeah.
I mean, these things are big punts, but they are extremely high. Wow.
Yeah, they've got the drone flying over the field, and the drone was in some peril.
In its wheelhouse, yeah. And as you said, the just spiral on that makes any quarterback jealous.
Admirals want to set up offense, 1st and 10 from the 17-yard line.
As you said pregame, Tyler, I'd like to get Heatherly more involved. I'd
Yeah.
like to get the big fella the football a little bit.
Had the one big catch over the middle in the first half for 20 yards. Handoff, I think this is Noble getting his chance, and Charlie dances through a hole to the 19-yard line, a gain of 2, second down and 8.
Charlie's been pretty productive when he's been in there this year. Not in there as many carries, but he's been productive when he's been in there.
Noble coming into the ball game, averaging 4.4 yards per rush. Both touchdowns he has this year came in the win over Hardin Valley 2 weeks ago. So he stands behind Hobson. Pistol formation for the Admirals. Second down and 8 from the 19-yard line. Farragut trailing 13-6, and he's blasted by the big nose guard. 314-pound Amari Williamson. And that's a mismatch because Charlie, they list him at 165, so he basically weighs half of what Amari Williamson does.
Listed, yeah, 5'7", 165. Pretty generous on both of those numbers, but 2 runs, so it's already 3rd and 8 in a hurry.
Farragut 2 of 7 on 3rd down. Ball in the middle of the field. Hobson drops, looks, hit it across the way. It's Garfield making the catch in front of the Farragut bench as the Admirals move from the 19-yard line to the 32. 13 yards to the far side, a 3rd down conversion, a Hearthside Bank first down.
Yeah, just a little 10-yard hitch, perfect pitch and catch there between Hobson and Garfield, and boy, did the Admirals need it.
Yeah, Farragut having only picked up 1 first down before Melindy's 47-yard punt on their first possession of the 3rd quarter. Now they'll run Noble up the middle, and Noble crashing between the tackles, gets across the 35 to the 36. That'll be a 4-yard gain on first down for Charlie.
Yeah, kept it in manageable situations. Charlie gets 4 right up the middle.
3 receivers right, single receiver left should be Garfield over in front of the Farragut bench. Ball on the far side, Hash showing blitz off the corner. Hobson pulls it down, now backs out of there, needs to throw it away, and ball thrown to the far sideline. Garfield, they say no catch, unable to come up with it. Incomplete. So Corbin.
Yeah, a little bit of rush there. The big fella, 320-pounder, got some pressure. He did a pretty good job to keep his eyes downfield.
Yeah.
And Garfield really had a chance of making that catch. Just dove and kind of flipped through the breadbasket there.
So from the 36-yard line, Farragut trying to overcome 3rd down for a 2nd consecutive time. Colliers check back into the ball game. Quick pass near side goes to Anderson Glover, and they wrap up Farragut's slot receiver, as that was a good open field tackle by Hunt Reese. And it'll be 4th down.
Yeah, a lot of punts early in this 3rd quarter. Tried to run kind of the out route with the 2 receivers blocking, just not a lot doing. And he goes down, forcing another punt.
No gain, well, maybe a 1-yard gain.
Melindy's, I talk about the Cavs punter.
Yeah.
Melindy's been pretty good. He's angled it well, and he's gotten some good bounces.
Isaac Andrew dropping back for the Cavs on his own 20-yard line.
From the 37, we have flags flying.
I think I need a flag update, Eric, on how many we've gotten.
Looks like Ads have 8 penalties for the night so far.
What's the, what was that? We're waving it?
Waving the flag off.
But it's almost like the Cavs switched out their entire return team.
And it was a beautiful punt by Melindy. It hit down at about the 25 and rolled down inside the 10.
I don't understand that. It didn't make a lot of sense there.
Roberts is the deep man. He had a nice return in the first half before getting absolutely leveled by Harrison Smith in front of the Cookeville sideline. Good snap from Luca Conforti. This is going to be an end-over-end kick. Takes a big bounce and down to the 20, to the 15, and down to the 10. Let it roll, guys. Let it roll.
Inside the 10, wow.
So Melindy's punt, again, very effective. He had a long roll in the first half, gets another one here 53. In 3rd, and he went from the 37, and let's see where they're going to put it. Looks like right at the 10-yard line.
Yep.
So, yeah.
53 yards on the punt by Melendi.
Yeah, he's been effective.
So Cookeville now is backed up. The Cavaliers had a brilliant punt earlier that backed Farragut up to the 3, and the Cavaliers owned field position there for a while, but now it's flipped. Let's see if the Admirals can keep it in their favor as they send the defense back out, trailing 13-6 with 2:35 to go in our third quarter. Cavaliers play fake. Davidson in trouble is just going to heave it, and there's absolutely nobody around. And so
that's grounding.
Well,
are they saying he was outside?
Yeah, they're marking it second down.
It'll be second down.
Outside the tackle is a rule in high school?
Loosely interpreted.
Talk to me, boys. It better be, because
that is the general rule.
Okay, but I'm still not sure he got out of there. He just absolutely threw it up.
Yeah, he just
he had no idea where he was
completely
throwing
pirouetted
from the end zone too. I don't know how that would have been affected.
Would have been a safety.
And that's a false start.
There you go.
By the way, Melendi averaged 51.3 yards on his 3 punts.
Yeah, he's been effective, but that's still a safety in high school football as well, right?
Yeah.
That's
it's a spot foul and 5 yards from there. So where you threw the ball from, that's where you're down. That's the end of the play.
Okay.
So that would have been in the end zone for a safety.
Okay, maybe.
I need to go and get my NFHS rulebook and start studying a little bit more if you all can keep asking these questions.
Well, I just if he was out of the tackle box, it was
by a sliver.
By a sliver, because that was just a prayer.
2nd and 15 now for the Cavaliers. Ball at the 5-yard line.
Davidson takes the snap, play fake, throws right side, and sneaking out, and close to first down yardage. I think he got it.
Nathan Dyer.
Wow. So I think he was lined up as the H-back, and they just drug him behind the line. He pops out right side, takes the pass, and moves from the 5 out to the 19, it would appear, 14 yards.
Yeah, just the standard Sean Bryson play, and I don't know why it was really open, but it's going to be 3rd and 1.
Patowski's having to come out, it looks like.
Yeah, he's a little dinged up there.
So the Admirals check into the ballgame Cameron Beaver.
You're going to be much lighter on the defensive line for 3rd and 1. Not exactly what you want.
Up the middle, and Farragut battling to hold him shy of the line to make, but unable to do so. That should be a...
Here comes Patowski back in.
I think that Patowski, knowing him, he would have cut off whatever appendage was hurting him and went back in the game.
2-yard gain for Barrett as they overcome 3rd down. And pick up the Hearthside Bank first down, number 7 of the night. Hearthside Bank, located in Farragut on the south side of Kingston Pike, just east of Concord Road. 1st and 10 for Cookeville. Clock rolling as we approach 1 minute to go in the third quarter. The Cavaliers leading 13-6. And coming near side will be Barrett. And Barrett bounced off one man, goes from the 21 to the 25, maybe the 26, a 5-yard gain on first.
Yeah, Lake Dunkel over there makes the play on the backside coming from behind, but still gets 5 or 6 off left tackle.
Barrett with 92 yards rushing, including the lone offensive touchdown tonight. 12 carries for those 92 yards. Had the big 35-yard run on the first play from scrimmage in the second half. 25 seconds to go. And hand it off, and this time it'll be Reese. And he's across the 35 to the 39, running right. And so from the 27-yard line, that's going to be a 13-yard gain in a Hearthside Bank first down.
Yeah, good hard run there up the middle by Reese. Moves the chains and should be the last play of the quarter.
Cavs offense coming to the sidelines, ready to go into the fourth quarter.
So, third quarter in the books, and no scoring in the third quarter. Cookeville, backed up by a brilliant Julian Melendi punt, has come off its own goal line and will have it 1st and 10 at the Cavalier 40 when fourth quarter play cranks up here in about 1 minute. The Cavaliers leading the Admirals as they did at halftime, 13-6. Back in 1 minute with fourth quarter action as you listen to Farragut Football, presented by Precision Garage Door Service, a name you can trust.
The Shrimp Dock, Knoxville's premier fresh seafood market, offers fresh seafood entrees at all 3 of its area locations. Po' boys, crab cake plates, fish tacos, shrimp, salmon, and more. Choose an entree, choose a side and a beverage, dine in or carry it out. You won't regret making the Shrimp Dock your choice for a seafood meal. 3 locations to serve you: Farragut, Bearden, and Alcoa. All locations open at 10 a.m. Monday through Saturday and at 11 a.m. on Sundays. Like us on Facebook for the Fish of the Week and other weekly specials. The Shrimp Dock, Knoxville's premier fresh seafood market.
Hey, it's Matthew Bryan. Trust my local insurance team and me at Bryan Insurance Group for all your insurance needs. Personal or business insurance, our team will find the most affordable rates and coverage you need. Call us at 865-983-8114 or find us online at bryaninsurance.com.
So Cookeville from its 40-yard line moving left to right now. They go I formation. And they'll hand it off to Barrett, coming right, in another big hole. And Barrett cuts it back at the 40 to the 35 to 30. It's a foot race. He's got a blocker in front, and he's going to take it to the house. First play of the fourth quarter off the right side. Blake Barrett ran into some congestion, allowed some blockers to join him, and ultimately cuts it back over the middle of the field and had an escort to the end zone, 60 yards for the touchdown.
Yeah, nice run by him. Had some good blocking early. Made a couple nice cuts back to the left. And somehow we're down 2 touchdowns.
Second touchdown of the night for Blake Barrett as Lentz on to attempt the extra point, and this time it's good. So Barrett now with 7 rushing touchdowns on the season, and that was his season-long run. Previously, 50 yards had been his longest rush. That one just went 60 yards to the house, and Cookeville leads it by a score of 20-6 here early in the fourth quarter at Cookeville High School. Back with the Rick Terry Jewelry Designs kickoff in 1 minute as you listen to Farragut Football on West 105.
This is Derek Miser with Miser Wealth Partners. Are you still funding your 401k today? If so, you need to consider this. With our federal debt soaring past $35 trillion and the interest rate related to that debt now representing 1/6 of our federal budget, your retirement savings might not be as secure as you think. Don't leave your future to chance. Discover a wiser tax-free alternative today. Isn't it time you experience the Miser difference? Call Miser Wealth Partners today at 865-281-1616.
Leaky pipes.
Oh no!
Toilets clogged.
Oh crap!
Don't freak out. Just call us. Problem solved.
Okay.
No job too big. No job too small.
Oh, great.
Repairs, installs, relax. We do it all.
Valley Plumbing. Any plumbing issue, anytime. Call your Valley Plumbing professionals today at 865-351-0643 or visit valleyplumbingtn.com. That's valleyplumbingtn.com.
Lentz, another strong kickoff, 4 or 5 yards deep into the end zone where Carter Collier fields it for a touchback. So our Rick Terry Jewelry Designs kickoff, a touchback, and Farragut starts from its 20, trailing 20-6 with 11:48 to play here at Cookeville. And a couple of touchdown runs tonight by Blake Barrett in the first half. With Farragut leading 6-0, Barrett busted through the middle on 4th and 1 for a 19-yard touchdown gallop. And just a moment ago on the first play of the fourth quarter, he goes 60 yards, longest run of the season for the young man. And again, Cookeville, after Farragut scored 6 to begin this ball game, the Cavaliers have scored the last 20. And Farragut running it between the tackles with Carter Collier, and he's sandwiched in on the tackle by, or for Cookeville will be Taylor Fitz.
Yeah, off left guard, he got maybe 3. 11:25 left in this game, down 2 touchdowns, got to move.
Admirals pass right side, a lot of traffic, incomplete. Garfield, the intended receiver.
Yeah, Taylor Fitz got his hands on it, almost a pick. He dove after seeing another hitch route, read it perfectly, and luckily he dropped the football on the dive.
So Farragut, 3 of 9 on 3rd down tonight, trying to avoid a 3-and-out after the big touchdown run by Cookeville early in the 4th quarter. It's 3rd down and 7 from the 23-yard line as Hobson has all day, throws near side, and Garfield leaps and makes the catch, but is well out of bounds in front of, or into, the Cookeville bench. And so, unfortunately, the Admirals, no answer, possess the ball a significant majority of the first half, but didn't finish drives, and now having trouble sustaining anything.
Yep. Extremely disappointing.
Three and out, and so Melendi to punt. From the 23, snap comes back from Luca Conforti. That's a beautiful punt.
Yes, it is.
Hangs up there. It's going to be muffed.
Get it!
Muffed, but then it's going to be picked up at the 34-yard line, and heading back the other way will be Isaac Andrew. And
it doesn't matter if he can't catch it.
No, that's a live ball.
But once he picks it up, right? He can't.
That's a muff. Because Farragut would be able to.
Now Farragut wouldn't be able to advance it on a muff.
But they would be able to recover it, though.
Oh, yes.
I thought it was just a live ball.
But he recovered it, and he can't move forward, I guess, from the 30-something.
Well, there's a penalty flag out here, or there was, at around the 35-yard line.
Yeah. Another brilliant punt.
Yeah, it really was.
By Melendi.
27, 37, 42, I want to say 43-yard line, 44 yards if they're going to mark the ball where it is standing currently, 43. 43-yard punt.
Yeah, so once it's muffed, neither team can advance it. It's just dead where it is.
There's also a flag, as I said, down at about the 37-yard line.
Where? I don't see it.
Right about the numbers. I'm guessing since the play was blown dead, it may no longer stand.
Or maybe they were just trying to slow down the return.
It'll be 1st and 10 Cavaliers.
But there's no debate. The Admirals have to have a stop to have any chance in this one right now.
More than a stop, you feel like they need some sort of momentum swinging play. You know, they've only got 4 takeaways on defense all season long, plus 1 on special teams. Turnover margin coming into the night -5. They're now at -6 with that pick 6 in the first half. But you feel like the defense almost needs to jumpstart the offense with something here. Admirals crowding the line. A lot of guys up there, maybe 8 in the box, and from behind, Noah Haig makes the tackle on the running back Blake Barrett as he carries over the right side from 34 to the 38, and when flag came in late.
I hope that's not just on Patowski. I really hope it's just on them, to be honest, but maybe on both of them. But I think we had possession 10 of the first 12 minutes of the first quarter. The last 2+ quarters have been not a lot of fun, and we've not been on offense very long at all. If they call this just on Patowski.
Personal foul,
Thank
Cookeville.
Great call. And that's it, right? Yep, great call. Great call. Patowski's a sweet kid, and that was too rough.
He's a good interview. Talked to him last week. They came up came up to the press box. We talked with Owen and Ethan Farhat after his big game. I say last week, 2 weeks ago. Also talked to Charlie Noble and Noah Haig. Had four Admirals.
I bet they were all 4 good.
They were.
They were really solid. Yeah.
They were.
I don't know about the interviewer, obviously.
No, you know how fond I am of that. So
that's why we pay Tyler the big bucks.
15 yards on the step off. So back to the 23-yard line, and it'll be Barrett off the right side, and Farragut's trying to pull the ball out.
Did.
Owen Patowski trying to get it out, but Barrett Goes down after a 3-yard gain at the 26.
Yeah, you asked for it. Patowski was trying to deliver it, trying to rip at that football. And I'd like to see Tyler do some interviews tonight, but we've got to really go here with 10 minutes left, and it starts with this first third and, 17?
Third and a long way to go. Farragut gave up one of these in the first half, and it was really one of those momentum-shifting plays as Cookeville went on, I think, on that drive to get their first touchdown. So here's third down, 3 of 8 on the night. Ball on the near side hash, 26-yard line. 9:38 to go in this ball game, and the clock rolling. Cookeville leading 20-6 as they go I formation, and they hand it off to Barrett. Big hole right side. Farragut rallies to the ball at the 30, pushed him back from the 31, so that's going to be a 5-yard gain. And Cookeville just eating some clock here. 4th down.
And I don't think they have a lot of worry about what our offense can do. And I would say let's get good field position, but with this punter, I'd say he has an opportunity to get it inside the 15 or 20.
It's interesting. He did not, their last game, Cookeville's last game 2 weeks ago was against Maryville. They did not have a good night punting the ball.
Yep.
There was no directional punting whatsoever. They kicked it relatively short. Torrey Beaufort lit them up on punt returns. He had all sorts of opportunities.
Transfer.
Man, tonight, it's night and day as far as how effective the punt game has been. The traditional punt game with Lentz. Good snap, quick punt, end over end. Big roll, though.
Yeah, still effective inside the 20. Got to go now.
Aesthetically, the least pleasing punt of the night, but maybe just as effective when the roll is factored in down to the 18-yard. It's yet another one inside the 20.
Yep.
So Farragut from its 18-yard line.
8:26 and counting here in the fourth quarter.
Trailing 20-6.
We got all 3 timeouts left. You're not out of it, but you got to have 7 here, Tyler.
Handoff, Carter Collier running right. Collier tripped up on the far side edge as tackle, I think, may have been made by
and he's
Banks.
a little banged up as Charlie comes in. I'd like to see Collier get loose because he's got some speed. If we could get him absolutely loose going north and south. Charlie in after that 7-yard gain.
Second down, maybe 3.5 to go for the Admirals from about the 24-yard line. Handoff Charlie Noble picking his way right side, tripped up. Fitz made the shoestring tackle, and Noble at the 27.
Short by a yard here, Eric. 3rd and 1.
They hadn't moved the sticks across the way yet.
No. And I'm shocked. Are they going to measure this?
I'm not sure what's. Yeah, they are.
Yeah, no, they are. That is not something they do usually.
How many of these do you think we've seen this year, guys?
Measurements?
Yeah.
This may be number 2. I want to think like we had one night at Farragut.
Did we have one against Sevier County at Carson Newman?
Maybe one. I think we've had under 5.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think under 3, undoubtedly.
And I don't think that's less of a lazy thing and just more of a eagle-eye vision thing for referees.
He's short by about half a football.
They eat a lot of carrots. It's the
beta carotene.
Yes.
Oh, if you go to TSSAA.org, the vision test is out of this world to get on one of these things.
That's why I cannot become an official.
I think it's 2017 or better to get on one of these crews.
And the Cookeville players were pointing like they had a first down, but it was only 3rd down, correct?
Right.
No,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they were pointing like it was 4th down. It's actually,
okay. I was just making sure I didn't miss something.
They were pointing like 4th down had already happened. Unfortunately, 3rd down hasn't even happened.
Right.
So That would be an incorrect point.
I love the enthusiasm, though.
Yeah, we like it. But we're going to get this first down, then we're going to go.
From the 27.5 pistol formation, looks like Nathan Jacobs is the running back. And Jacobs plows through the middle of the line. Jacobs to the 35, to the 40, and out to the 43-yard line goes Jacobs. That'll be a 15-yard gain, a third down conversion, and a Hearthside Bank first down.
Yeah, Jacobs still a little banged up. Didn't want to run him a lot tonight. But with Collier going out, you kind of got to go to Jacobs a little bit. Nice run there by the freshman.
Just his second carry. We'll say again 15 yards. And that gives him 17 on his 2 rushing attempts. Back to passes. Hobson steps up, throws incomplete right side. So line of scrimmage, the 43-yard line, and the pass goes incomplete in Cookeville territory around the 45. Second down and 10. 118 yards passing tonight for Corbin. 15 completions. Farragut, second down and 10. From the 43 as Jacobs goes in motion and the ball goes off his hands incomplete, and it will be a forward pass. So Jacobs alertly wrapped up the Cavalier who came up with the ball after it deflected off his hands, Keeley Davis. But again, a forward pass, so just simply incomplete.
Yeah, a little flare running back screen, and Hobson put some muster on it, but it was in a good location. Jacobs unable to come down with it. It feels like 4-down territory, so let's convert this, 3rd and 10.
Clock stops with 6:42 to play. They run the same play, it appears, and now Hobson steps up and wants to run and put his head down at the 50 and burrowed his way close to the 48, so that'll give the Admirals a chance at 4th and short.
Yeah, 4th and 2 after the quarterback scramble up the middle.
Now it's definitely 4th down territory.
Yeah, I think it was anyway, but it definitely is on 4th and 2. And this is your ball game, Tyler. You don't get this, it's probably over.
1 of 1 on 4th down tonight. Farragut, that was on the first possession of the game in their own territory, the 29.
Referee calling his time.
That made him 9 of 20 on the season in 4th down situations.
Not sure what he's calling.
I mean, he pointed to his own chest, and did someone call a timeout now?
No, I think that's what the head coach wants
They're
to
measuring.
know.
Again.
Wow, now this
one's, we've had 3 all year, and he's going to measure this, what, 1.5 yards short? Somebody just wanted a break. Oh my goodness.
That is 4.5 feet.
Yeah, that's 5.5 feet short. We've had 4 measurements all year, and this guy's 5th one is only 2 yards short. If you want a break, just say so. That was wild.
Okay, cool.
Tyler's speechless. Tyler's speechless.
I was thinking, I was like, there's no way he's measuring. He just wants to rest. And they're like, no, well, just get the chains out here. Get the chains out.
The chain guys, they apparently didn't get their pregame sprints in, so they were going to get them in the 4th quarter.
So here's 4th down. The Admirals 2 receivers left, 1 right, H-back to the right side. Nathan Jacobs in the backfield with Corbin Hobson. They give it to Jacobs, and Jacobs got the first down as he powers to the 45-yard line. And so the Admirals pick up 4, we will say, and a Hearthside Bank first down.
Yeah, 5:50 left in this ball game. Admirals got to get 45 yards in a hurry to pay dirt. They got 3 timeouts left. They're not out of this game, but they've got to move the football. They need to find Glover and Heatherly in the pass game.
12th Hearthside Bank first down of the night for Farragut. 2 receivers to each side. Ball in the middle of the field for Corbin Hobson. Takes the snap, looking to his left, throws deep. He's got wide open Garfield at the 8, and the Admirals hit the big one that they needed. 45 yards down the left sideline, and then Garfield tossed the ball in the air and got flagged for it. And so the Admirals score from 45 yards out. And we'll see where Cookeville wants this penalty assessed.
That is that number 9 or 10, Tyler, as far as yardage? We may have hit the century mark.
Yardage-wise, we're not quite to the century mark yet, I don't believe, but that it would be penalty number 9 for the evening.
Yep.
45-yard touchdown to Garfield, who's got 84 yards now on 6 receptions. And so there will be the unsportsmanlike on Farragut for the ball toss, as Max Garfield, with his 4th touchdown reception of the season, that leads Farragut.
You have to take this on the kick attempt.
Well, that's what they're doing.
Kickoff. Yes.
Well, it's all about what kind of kicker you have. I mean, you could bring it back, but I think McHugh's shown you he has no issues with that. So you got to do it on the kickoff for sure.
Referees once again are taking note of the unsportsmanlike penalty.
I'm just hoping for one more measurement, and we're going to go have 2 or 3 going into this game, and we're going to more than double
it tonight.
It's going to be incredible.
It's going to give me and Eric some great material to talk about on the way home.
Absolutely.
How we can start keeping track of our measurements.
That's a new stat for us. Yeah. Oh, gosh.
Conforti's snap was nicely handled by Noah Haig. What a job by Noah Haig to get that down, man. And Ryan McHugh boots it through. So Farragut with a much, much needed touchdown. Their first of the night. Led 6-0 back early in the second quarter before Cookeville went in front 13-6 at halftime. The Cavaliers extend the lead 20-6 on the first play of the fourth quarter, but the Admirals on the board here with 5:27 remaining. The 45-yard touchdown pass from Corbin Hobson to Max Garfield. McHugh good on the extra point. 20-13 with 5:27 to play. Back in 30 seconds with our Rick Terry Jewelry Designs kickoff as you listen to Farragut football presented by Precision Garage Door Service, a name you can trust.
Whether you're cheering on the home team or building your dream home, David's Abbey Carpet and Floors has you covered. From engineered hardwood to luxury vinyl, elegant porcelain to natural stone, David's has the winning design for every room and a championship team ready to help you score the perfect floor. Locally owned and proud to serve our communities from locations in Farragut, Maryville, and Pigeon Forge. Visit David's Abbey Carpet and Floors in store or online today. We're the Admirals shop for floors.
20-13, Cookeville leading after Farragut hits a big pass play down the left sideline to Max Garfield, his 4th touchdown reception of the season. And Corbin Hobson, his first touchdown pass of the night, his 9th on the year. And the Admirals now will have Ryan McHugh to kick it off from the 25-yard line after the 15 yards is stepped off on Farragut for the unsportsmanlike after the touchdown.
The location of this kick, Eric's going to be big, because if he can get them to not catch this clean, it could skid back there, but this could be a difference of about 30, 40 yards on the return.
To the near side, and settling under it at the 14-yard line. It'll be Andrew heading to the left side, and Farragut can't get him down. We've got flags on the field as the Admirals see Andrew pinball off a couple of tackle attempts. But a block in the back against Cookeville as Andrew got the ball returned out to the 38-yard line or so.
Yeah, after that penalty for the celebration, you're going to get it around the 25, 26-yard line, which is big for the Admirals to have a chance field position-wise.
5:16 to play as they mark it off back to the 26, 10-yard step off against Cookeville.
Admirals still have all 3 of their timeouts.
Oh, yeah, plenty of time.
Easton Davison running out onto the field. Play in tow.
Davidson 2 of 4 in the second half through the air, making him 6 of 10 for the night, 72 yards. But they're looking to keep the ball on the ground, I formation, toss sweep, right side. And coming this way, it'll be Blake Barrett, and Barrett will have Doubleday bringing him down.
They're going to get a horse collar tackle.
Yeah, horse collar on Doubleday. Pretty big penalty there.
25-yard line. So this is going to be a Hearthside Bank first down by virtue of the penalty for the Cavaliers. So that's going to be Hearthside Bank first down number 10 of the night for Cookeville. Hearthside Bank located in Farragut on the south side of Kingston Pike, just east of Lovell Road. McHugh doing a nice job on the Rick Terry Jewelry Design kickoff a moment ago. And the Admirals had them, all things considered, and backed up a bit, but now with the 15-yard penalty, and there goes Barrett off to the races again, and he may be gone. Can Glover track him down with an angle? He cannot. Off the left side, it is a second 60-yard touchdown run for Blake Barrett. 2 60-yard touchdown runs in the second half for the Cookeville senior.
Yep. Got under center. They're pretty effective under center. Good blocking and a nice run, and he, once he gets loose, took it to the house with some really good speed.
So Cookeville quickly answers Farragut's 45-yard touchdown pass with the second 60-yard touchdown run by Blake Barrett. And now Lentz on to attempt the extra point, and it is good. And so 4:34 to go in our ball game, and Cookeville back in front by a couple of scores at 27-13. Get a 1-minute break. We'll return with the Rick Terry Jewelry Designs kickoff on the other side as you listen to Farragut football presented by Precision Garage Door Service, a name you can trust.
Looking for a mortgage that fits your needs? At Hearthside Bank, we offer a variety of mortgage solutions to help you get into your dream home. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or refinancing, our team is here to guide you every step of the way. With competitive rates, personalized service, and flexible terms, we have the right mortgage for you. Visit us today and let's make your homeownership dreams a reality. Hearthside Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Fantastic customer service, a knowledgeable team, expert craftsmen, and so many 5-star reviews. Hi, I'm Rick Terry with Rick Terry Jewelry Designs. My family and I have been serving West Knoxville and Farragut for well over 30 years. If you've never checked us out, please do. Better yet, come see us for yourself. On the corner of Kingston Pike and Campbell Station Road, look for the Toki area of the Big Diamond Ring. Rick Terry Jewelry Designs, we want to be your jeweler. A proud sponsor of Farragut football.
Lentz puts his toe into it. This one will be dropped by the Admirals. Mason Apolitegi. The ball is still loose, and I think the Admirals may have covered it up at the 16. A full head of steam came running forward. Now Cookeville saying they've got the football. And
referee's point.
Well, they've got it. And, yep.
First down.
Admirals have turned it over. And so on the kickoff return, they came running up to field it and just couldn't cleanly. It caromed forward into a mass of humanity, and then coming out of there with the football when it was all said and done was Hunt Reese of Cookeville.
Yep.
We have a Cavalier down on the field.
So Farragut with its second turnover of the night. They had the pick six soon after Cookeville scored its first touchdown in quarter number 2. A lot of bodies colliding in pursuit of that football, so hopefully the young man is okay. But the Admirals with their second turnover, Cookeville's going to be set up in the red zone, leading 27-13 over Farragut with 4:26 to play. So everybody draws silent, and again, hope the best you can see that the legs are moving back and forth side to side, and so now sitting up and standing up, the injured Cavalier, and that's Kingston Felder. Felder's a little wobbly, but being helped to his sideline. And they're going to have the ball, it looks like, at the 17-yard line, perhaps.
Cavaliers will be in the tier 1 red zone. It'll be 1st and 10. Cavs.
4 minutes, 26 seconds left to go here in regulation.
And Cookeville with its best starting field position of the night as they begin in the red zone at the 17-yard line, leading Farragut 27-13. And returning to the game, Blake Barrett, 224 yards rushing, 3 touchdowns tonight. It's on 17 carries.
Flag on the play.
2 flags. I believe they're both going to be on the Cavs.
Tackle going after.
Hold on the Cavaliers.
And that should be a personal foul on 79 on Dinkle. It's a little banged up from it.
Block in the back.
Declined.
Personal foul accepted. So let's see where they step this off from, if Barrett gets any rushing yardage. He's checked out of the game, by the way.
Hunt Reese checking in to take his place. Ball's at the 29?
Something like that. Yep. 29 had previously been at the 17, so I guess a 3-yard gain, the 15-yard step off. Reese trying the left side. Connor Paris is there, as well as Colt Brooker.
Legal shift.
2 linebackers team up on the hit on Hunt Reese. And penalty.
Yeah, legal shift on the Cavs. Going to bring it back. As the flag's still going.
Colton Liner had been out on the field. Saw him just go off.
The penalty is declined. It'll be 2nd down.
Farragut takes the play.
I believe the Admirals are calling a timeout.
Farragut's going to use timeout. So let's see. From the 29, looks like the ball is now at the 26. So a 3-yard gain for Reese. And Farragut using its first timeout of the second half with 3:54 to play, down 27-13. 2nd down and a good, guess about 20 yards to go here for the Cavaliers. Stay with us. Our post-game show coming up afterwards will include our Blair House Antiques Players of the Game. We'll also look at the scoring plays, team stats, individual stats, and scores from around East Tennessee on week 9. 2 more regular season games to go, big region games. Farragut home Thursday night against Oak Ridge. It will be both, I guess, homecoming and senior night on a Thursday, and then a Thursday night game to finish out the regular season down at Cleveland. I formation, toss sweep. Barrett's back in there. He takes it, and Farragut's Harrison Smith comes up and lays the wood. Harrison Smith, guys, would be somebody that I would put out there as having played a whale of a ball game tonight when we start thinking about a defensive selection for Blair House Antiques Player of the Game. Connor Paris has made some big licks as well tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, Harrison's been all over, and on special teams, he's been good as well.
3:48 now left in regulation.
Another timeout being used. Down to 1 remaining. Looks like that was probably about a 5-yard gain. Really low angle here at Cookeville. Hard to tell exactly, but we'll say 232 yards rushing now for Barrett.
And as Nick says, it's bad, but it's not as bad as Lowerman. Not at all.
Teams returning back to the field.
Where else were we this year where, it wasn't that we were, I think I saw the game on film where they at Hardin Valley, they didn't have anybody, they just ran the clock. They didn't put the score, they didn't put anything on the scoreboard. It's just hard to believe that here they haven't put down distance. Right. Handoff going right, Hunt Reese. And Reese put a move on a Farragut defender on the corner, cut inside, and moves from the 22-yard line down to the 11. So it'll be 4th down.
Admirals take their last time out.
Yep.
With 3:38 left to go in the ball game.
4th and it's like 4th and 4 here. You could kick it, go up 17, or just go for it.
So Lentz on the season, 3 of 5 on his field goals. He's made from 30, 32, and 33, missed from 34 and from 35. We've seen tonight with his kickoffs, he's got plenty of leg, but he missed one of his PATs. It's just about accuracy.
Right.
But his punting has been most impressive tonight, and the kickoffs have been certainly effective. Ball's on the near side hash at the 11-yard line. It would appear that they need about the 7.
Here we go, check fire line on 1. It's always a touchdown for our guard.
And they're gonna line up and go for it as they've got Hunt Reese, the tailback, in the pistol formation, and now Cookeville is going to use a timeout. So they ran to the line. Farragut didn't oblige moving into the neutral zone, and so now the Cavaliers use their first timeout.
Looks like they're going to kick it now.
Mama Rosie's, Washington Avenue Church, College Side Church of Christ,
Farragut's out of timeouts.
Baptist Church, Stephen Street Baptist Church, Central City
Cookeville's got a couple, but just using one here with 3:38 to play after they didn't get the free 5 from the Admirals. Cheerleader's got a pretty good arm. There's some, I guess, rolled up T-shirts being thrown into the crowd, but one of them was.
Earlier they were using a slingshot, and I was wondering if they were going to try to get you a new T-shirt. Lentz on to attempt.
He's going to attempt this from, looks like 28 yards. Ball's on the right hash as the kick goes left to right. Looks like it's going to be wide right. Nope, he gets snuck inside. The right upright. 28-yard field goal for Lentz, who's had himself a ball game. And so 3 more added to the board for Cookeville, and they lead 30-13. Back with a kickoff in 1 minute as you listen to Farragut football, presented by Precision Garage Door Service, a name you can trust.
Whether you're managing a household or running a business, Citizens Bank has a checking account built for how you bank. Choose from personal and business options with digital tools like mobile deposit, bill pay, and merchant services. Plus, support from a local team in Knoxville and Lenoir City that understands your goals. Learn more at citizensbank24.com. Member FDIC.
LCUB Fiber Internet is the ultimate neighborhood connection. Thousands of LCUB Electric customers already enjoy our lightning-fast, symmetrical gig-speed fiber internet with unlimited data, lag-free streaming and gaming, and enough bandwidth for all your family's devices. Starting at just $69.99 a month, Wi-Fi equipment included. Enjoy fixed pricing, free installation, no contracts, and local customer service. Check availability at lcub.com and get connected now.
Our Rick Terry Jewelry Designs kickoff, and it doesn't reach the end zone. The Admirals with the return out to about the 22, it would appear. And 3:25 to go. And Farragut
ball at the 21-yard line on the far hash. I believe it was Apollo Taggy that returned the kick this time. Hobson barking out the calls. 3 receivers to the left.
Single receiver right, pistol formation. Hobson back to pass, steps up in the pocket, wants to run, and will be surrounded by 4 Cavaliers as he gets to the 30. That'll bring up second down in about 2.5.
Yeah, scrambles for about 8 up the middle. 3 minutes left in this ball game. Admirals down 30-13.
Back to pass. Hobson lets it go deep for Garfield, and Garfield almost made a juggling catch. In coverage for Cookeville was Jackson Jones, and he got his hands on it, but then it deflected, and it looked like Garfield had a shot, but neither one could come up with it. So incomplete pass, and it'll be third down and short.
Give them credit on their video board. When anybody makes a play, they put them on the screen with them throwing a football. So they do some preseason work.
Hobson's going to scramble again, should have the first down as he moves across the 35 to the 37. And so the Admirals from the 30 pick up a Hearthside Bank first down on the third down conversion run by Corbin Hobson, good for 7 yards.
Yeah, and I believe the Cavs are going to just let us do that all day with 2:38 left in this game.
Back to pass, Hobson fires right side in traffic, incomplete. Intended for Anderson Glover right at the sticks, but incomplete, and Cookeville had every bit the same chance at that as did the Admirals.
Yep.
It was Stephen Kabor, the pass rush specialist we'd seen earlier in the game,
dropping out.
I don't believe his natural position is defensive end.
Outside backer spot. Back to pass, 2nd and 10 from the 38. Hobson throws over the middle, incomplete. Ball deflects up off of Charlie Noble's hands, but goes incomplete to where Cavaliers couldn't grab it on the ricochet. So another third down.
3rd and 10, 2:27 left in this ball game.
Farragut trailing 30-13. Admirals led early, 6-0. Back to pass. Hobson has time. Now it breaks down, and Hobson will go down. So at the 37.
Hobson sack by number 52, Tobias Majera.
See where they put this. 4th down now. Essentially the same spot. Farragut 2 of 2 on 4th down. 4th down and 10 from the 37. Hobson to his right. Tries to drop it off at the last minute on the sideline for Charlie Noble, but it will be incomplete.
And that'll do it as it's a turnover on downs, 1:48 left, and Cookeville gets a much-needed second win of the season as they'll run out the clock here.
Previous win for Cookeville was back on September 19th, a region win over Wilson Central, 34-6. Since then, a 35-20 loss to Green Hill and a 35-0 loss to Maryville 2 weeks ago. Like the Admirals, Cookeville had last Friday off, the open date for the Cavaliers, coming week 8 of the season. They'll finish up at Mount Juliet, which has just one win on the year. So win that one and they're in the playoffs. And then in 2 weeks, they finish up with Lebanon, which entering the night, Lebanon undefeated. From the 37, Cookeville goes into victory formation and takes a knee. The Admirals out of timeouts. Clock rolling with 1:40 to play.
Cavs fans, next Friday night, your Cavaliers are going to be traveling to Mount Juliet High School for a region matchup. Lake Plains to the 10, that'll be 7 o'clock. Mount Juliet High School next Friday night.
Second down. Play clock at 20. Farragut will drop to 2-6. Thursday night matchup with Oak Ridge, short week to get ready for an Oak Ridge team that's undefeated on the season.
And they did win tonight, posting a final victory of 21-10 over Hardin Valley.
Okay.
21-10, huh?
Yes.
Huh.
And they're going to give somebody a Gatorade bath. The Cavaliers are.
Well, it's been a month, Eric. Let them enjoy themselves, I guess. As they go, what, 2-6 on the season?
Yeah, both teams 2-6 now. And so, final kneel down, and that'll do it.
Coach seemed annoyed by that, but
so Cookeville with the win tonight by a final of 30-13. Farragut led early in the second quarter 6-0. Cookeville got on the board to take the lead on a 19-yard touchdown run on a 4th and 1 Blake Barrett carry. And then shortly thereafter, it was Gavin Lentz with a pick six. Farragut's first play of the subsequent possession, missed PAT, but Cookeville in short order had gone from being down 6-0 and being dominated early to being up 13-6. That would be the score at halftime. We had a scoreless third quarter, and in the fourth quarter, it was Cookeville with a couple of 60-yard touchdown runs by Blake Barrett. Farragut had clawed back on a 45-yard touchdown pass to Max Garfield, but Cookeville again answered with that second 60-yard touchdown run by Barrett, and then ultimately added on 3 more to make it a 3-score lead when it was Lentz able to boot through late in this ball game, relatively late in the ball game, 3:33 to play, booted through a 28-yarder. As the Cavaliers 2-6 on the season, Farragut also 2-6 now. Wish the Cavaliers well as they go to Mount Juliet next Friday night and then finish up at Lebanon on Thursday, the 30th of October. Both of those are Region 4 6A games, and I think if they just win one, the Mount Juliet game, they're pretty much a lock to make the playoffs. Farragut will have Oak Ridge Thursday night at home, followed by another Thursday night game all October 30th, finishing out the regular season at Cleveland. Admirals needing a couple of region wins, at least one, and 2 wouldn't hurt to aid playoff chances and seeding. Farragut falls tonight for my final of 30-13. We'll get a 3-minute break and return with our post-game show. As part of that, we'll be selecting our Blair House Antiques Players of the game. Stay tuned. We're back in 3 minutes with more as you listen to Farragut Football, presented by Precision Garage Door Service, a name you can trust.
WFIV 105.3 FM, Loudon, Farragut, Lenore City.
You're listening to West 105.
You never think about your garage door until there's a little...
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Or even the occasional...
Now that can be good.
That's why the pros at Precision Garage Door Service are available same day with fully stocked trucks to fix it fast. So we can turn into...
Oh my, wow.
Precision Garage Door Service, the name you can trust.
Here at the Mike Dyer Agency, we know insurance coverage options can be overwhelming. That's why we partner with Nationwide to help you find the best protection for you and your family's needs. Give us a call today at 865-966-2111 to learn more. Or visit our website at MikeDyerInsuranceAgency.com. And remember, Nationwide is on your side.
Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company and Affiliates, Columbus, Ohio.
Shop Farragut loves Farragut sports. From football to basketball to baseball and softball, we love supporting our hometown teams. We also love it when you shop Farragut and support our hometown businesses. You'll find everything you want when you shop Farragut. So support our local businesses and shop Farragut every day.
We got the big box of mom and pops, so many groovy restaurants. Shop Farragut.
This is Derek Miser with Miser Wealth Partners. Are you still funding your 401k today? If so, you need to consider this. With our federal debt soaring past $35 trillion and the interest rate related to that debt now representing 1/6 of our federal budget, your retirement savings might not be as secure as you think. Don't leave your future to chance. Discover a wiser, tax-free alternative today. Isn't it time you experience the Miser difference? Call Miser Wealth Partners today at 865-281-1616.
If you're an LCUB Electric customer, it's time to upgrade. Experience true fiber to the home, the fastest internet available. Get affordable fixed pricing, free installation, no contracts, and local customer service. It's not too good to be true. LCUB is connecting new neighborhoods every month with gig speed fiber internet starting at $69.99 a month, Wi-Fi included. Check your availability now at lcub.com.
Hi, this is John Blair from Blair House. This time of year is filled with birthdays and anniversaries that call for gifting that is both personal and unique. At Blair House, we offer a wide variety of jewelry, chandeliers, and other unique and hard-to-find gifts for when the gift must be perfect. Blair House, your time-tested connection to the treasures of the past. Blair House, 210 North Forest Park Boulevard in Bearden.
Follow them on Facebook and Instagram. Blair House Antiques, Knoxville.
Welcome into the postgame show here from Cookeville High School, where tonight the Admirals fall to the homestanding Cavaliers. And the last non-region game of the regular season, 30-13, is the final. And appreciate Coach Jeff Courtney coming up to talk afterwards. And Coach, early on, it felt like things were certainly going in your favor, but maybe we were certainly concerned about having to settle, for field goals when you guys were owning time of possession to the degree you were and sustaining drives, but then kind of just getting behind the chains either with a penalty or a negative yardage play or something that would lead to McHugh having to attempt a field goal rather than stick it in the end zone.
Yeah, open the game, 2 first good drives. But as you said, self-inflicted penalties, self-inflicted mistakes, I guess. Kept it, but 2 good kicks by Ryan. But you're right, we got to be able to finish in the red zone, finish with 6 points. Felt like we scored on the one drive before the play where they said we aided the runner. But we can't let that linger. We didn't play well enough in the second quarter. Didn't play well enough in the second half. Get enough stops or really, finish as many drives as we needed to. Had a 3 and out in third quarter. put our defense in a tight spot. I thought Julian and Ryan kicked the ball well.
Yeah.
That was a bright spot. But, you're playing a good team. You're in these types of games. It's a tough, competitive game, one-score game. You got to make the plays, winning plays, and we didn't make enough of them. And give them credit. They popped a big run there. A couple big plays there in the second half.
Yeah, Barrett was a handful tonight. He had the 3 touchdown runs, the 4th and 1 where he busted it for 18, and then the 60-yard touchdown runs, 2 identical 60-yard touchdown runs in the second half. And, of course, the second one is such a backbreaker because you guys had just gotten yourself back in the game with the 45-yard touchdown pass from Hobson to Garfield.
Yeah, we got it right back there in position. Like you said, they popped us on the first one, lost leverage there on the edge. Then they brought back, the next possession, ran a little wind back counter play, and were able to split us. But like you said, good offensive line, good back. I thought we did well for the most part for about 2.5 quarters there. But again, just not enough rhythm on offense, kept putting our defense back out there, against a good team and a good back like that. That's one of those probably going to happen.
When you look ahead, you got Oak Ridge, an undefeated Oak Ridge, actually in a competitive game tonight with Hardin Valley, but you've got them coming up on a short week.
Yep.
So what do you tell the team as they get ready for a game that's absolutely going to be huge as far as the playoff picture is concerned, seeding's concerned?
Yeah, exactly what I just told them out there on the field when we broke down is we can't let it linger. We got a short turnaround. We come back to Sunday. It's not going to be like a regular Sunday. It's going to be day 1 prep. And so we got to get ready to go. So, we can't have any lingering feelings about it. We got to stay together, continue to work, and everything we still want to do is right in front of us because, region standings, region play is all that matters. So we go out at home at our place, senior night, homecoming. Should have a big crowd out there to support us. That's what we're looking for, to play a big region game, and we got a chance to go win.
And a traditional rival at that too, Over the years, it's a big game, whether it's a region game or not, because Farragut and Oak Ridge have shared districts or shared regions, and then other times they've not. But back in the same region this year, so it just adds to it. You've got the history of the series, and you've got the region standing implications.
Yeah, we don't really like them. They don't really like us, but we have a healthy respect for one another. And I know we'll have a bunch of former players out this week, ready to see a good football game. And like I said, it's a short week. Maybe that's a good thing after tonight, that we can just come back and flip the script on Sunday.
Well, Coach, appreciate you coming up and talking after a tough night. Wish you the best this week, and always look forward to Farragut and Oak Ridge. That's a classic.
Thank you, Eric. I appreciate it.
Coach Jeff Courtney, kind to come up and share a few words tonight after Farragut is 2-6 now on the season, and Cookeville improving to 2-6 on the season. And let's see the scoring plays tonight. Farragut's opening possession of the ball game. A 7-minute possession, but it ends in a 29-yard field goal for Ryan McHugh. Farragut's second possession, they take over at their 23-yard line following a really nice punt, what would be the first of several tonight from Cookeville's Gavin Lentz. And so the Admirals took over at their 23 and ended up with a negative yardage play that put them behind the chains. Had a good-looking drive going, but ultimately going the wrong direction at the tail end of it, and so bring on Ryan McHugh to attempt a 50-yarder, and he knocked it through career long. Cookeville would answer on the next drive. They overcame third down a couple of times on an 84-yard march, scoring on 4th and 1 with an 18-yard burst up the middle by Blake Barrett. First of 3 touchdowns on the night for the Cookeville senior. Lentz was good on the PAT. 4:48 to go in the second quarter. Felt like Farragut had dominated to that point, but they were looking up at a 1-point deficit. And then on the first play of the ensuing possession, Hobson is picked off on a quick pass to his right as Lentz steps in front and takes it to the house for the defensive touchdown, first of the year for the Cavaliers. Lentz missed the extra point, but Cookeville up 13-6. That would be the score at halftime. That would be the score after 3. But on the first play of the fourth quarter, a 60-yard touchdown run by Blake Barrett makes it 20-6 in favor of the Cavaliers with 11:48 to go. The Admirals A couple of possessions later would claw to within 20-13 on a 45-yard hookup between Hobson and Garfield. 4th touchdown reception of the year for Max Garfield, and for Corbin Hobson, his 9th touchdown pass. So that was with 5:27 to play. Farragut down 20-13, but just as quickly it seemed, Cookeville answered with yet another 60-yard touchdown run by Barrett, his 3rd of the night. 4:34 to go in the ball game, and Cookeville back up 2 scores at 27-13. The Admirals then fumbled the kickoff return. It was recovered in the red zone by Hunt Reese of the Cavaliers, and soon thereafter they booted a 28-yard field goal. Lentz good on a 28-yard field goal to make it 30-13 with 3:33 to play, and that would be the final score. Looking at some of the team stats, Farragut with 2 turnovers tonight, and so that turnover margin number continues to be a bugaboo as the Admirals are now -7. It's interesting that Cookeville, despite their record, you would think that they might be in a similar situation, but they're actually now +3 on the season in turnover margin, despite having the same record as Farragut at 2-6 overall. Let's see. Hearthside Bank first downs, Farragut with 14, Cookeville with 11. On 3rd down, Farragut 5 of 13, Cookeville 3 of 10. 4th down, Farragut 2 of 3, Cookeville 1 of 1. In penalties, both teams assessed several tonight. Farragut 10 for 82, Cookeville 8 for 95. Looking at the individual stats, Blake Barrett tonight carried 19 times for 232 yards and 3 touchdowns as he really paved the way for that Cookeville offense. Evan Banks, a couple of carries for 7 yards for the big fullback / middle linebacker. Hunt Reese, 7 carries, 26 yards. Quarterback Easton Davidson, only 1 carry for 3 yards. And the team at the end taking a knee in the gun 3 times, -9 yards. 32 rushing attempts, 259 yards, and 3 touchdowns, all of those by Blake Barrett. As Barrett, again, 232 yards on 19 carries, 3 touchdowns. Through the air, Davidson goes 6 of 10 for 72 yards. And had completion Nick Johnson for 6, Taylor Fitz 1 for 15, Caden Cisco 1 for 32, Gavin Lentz 1 for 2, Nathan Dyer 1 for 14. But you take the 72 yards through the air, 259 on the ground, 331 yards of offense tonight for Cookeville. For Farragut, Corbin Hobson ends up carrying the ball 7 times for 10 yards. Nathan Jacobs 3 for 21. Charlie Noble tonight, 9 carries for 44 yards. Carter Collier carries 8 times for 26. So that's going to be 70, 91, 101 yards on the ground tonight for the Admirals. On 19 and 8 is 27 carries. So 27 carries, 101 rushing. And then through the air, Hobson ends up with 163 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. Again, the touchdown covered 45 yards to Max Garfield. The interception was a pick 6. And so Hobson, let's see, with 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 completions. On 30 attempts for 163 yards, again, touchdown and an INT. So it was Haskins, John Haskins, getting the start tonight and making 4 catches for 21 yards. Max Garfield had 6 for 84, including his 4th touchdown of the year. Anderson Glover, 3 for 22. Carter Collier, 2 for 16. Aaron Heatherly, 1 for 20. And so the Admirals with 101 on the ground, 163 through the air, 264 total yards, again, compared to 331 for Cookeville, as the Cavaliers, 2-6 on the year, get the 30-13 win. Farragut now likewise 2-6. So let's see, any scores that
we've got finals.
Okay,
lots of finals. Cleveland defeats Bearden tonight 28-10. Oak Ridge defeats Hardin Valley 21-10. Maryville defeats Science Hill 42-10. Finals also, Pigeon Forge defeats Cott County 59-33. Sevier County overcomes a 7-7 tie with Tennessee High at the half to win 35-7. Greenville knocks off Volunteer 42-7. Westridge defeats Mo East 35-0. Carter knocks off Austin East 41-27. Gibbs over Fulton 51-7. Greenback 48, Oakdale 7. Alcoa secures the win against Heritage 47-0. McMinn Central extends their lead to 35-21 over Tellico Plains. Polk County keeps their 23-13 lead over Eagleton Academy. Jefferson County comes back and knocks off Powell 27-24. Meigs County beats Scott County 23-17. Clinton gets their second win of the year over South Doyle 24-0. Sweetwater holds on 22-19 over Oneida. Coalfield knocks off Wartburg 55-0. Wests continues their winning ways against William Blunt 59-14. Walker Valley 63, Lenoir City 7. Ray County defeats Loudon 28-7. Red Bank beats McMinn County 21-11. Stewart's Creeks opened up a little bit more of a lead over Webb 35-12, and then Grace Christian knocks off CAK 35-14.
All right, Tyler, thank you very much. So that Oak Ridge Hardin Valley final again?
21-10.
21-10. So the Wildcats are 8-0. They've got Farragut, and then they finish with Maryville.
Yep, on Thursday night, the 30th.
Yeah, I think everybody's probably playing on Thursday except Hardin Valley at Ooltewah's on a Friday night, but everybody else Week 11's Thursday. So Farragut's got Oak Ridge and then Cleveland, two big region games ahead of them that can determine their playoff fate. But tonight, it was the Admirals unable to capitalize early when they had the upper hand, to fully capitalize early when they had the upper hand, and then the game started to get away and go the way of the Cavaliers. And certainly tonight, the senior running back Blake Barrett had himself a ball game to remember with 232 yards and 3 touchdowns. So our Blair House Antiques players of the game, and I
think you hit the nail on the head earlier for defensive. I think Harrison Smith showed some incredible range tonight, did it special teams, defense, made some great open field tackles, and then he also made some very aggressive, very physical tackles as well. And some of them were just pure textbook tackles that you would want to use in a training video of how well he executed some in the open field. So I think Harrison Smith, I don't know if he's been recognized this year or not, so I'm pulling that up right now.
I don't think so.
Let's see. Harrison, no. So that's always nice when you can recognize somebody new. I like that for the defensive selection. He laid the wood on a number of, I mean, as we said earlier.
On the kickoff, man.
Yeah, as you said earlier, when you draw oohs and ahs from the home crowd, you know it's a heck of a hit. And Harrison had a few of those tonight. So we'll go with Harrison Smith as our defensive player of the game, our Blair House Antiques sponsorship of that recognition. And then offensively, guys, it feels like to me probably you go the direction of Max Garfield.
Yeah.
I was going to say Max Garfield. That's a really good pick. Mine was actually going to be a little bit more unconventional. I was going to say Ron McHugh, 50-yard field goal. I know it's a season long. I don't know about career long. But
Yeah.
that's still a very.
No, I'm pretty sure it was.
Yeah.
The 50-yard field goals in Farragut football history are few and far between. I think that was probably like number 4 or 5 all the time. So, yeah, you know what? I actually like that a lot because we have recognized Max Garfield. We saw
early in the year.
Yeah, Sevier County game, and so Ryan was outstanding tonight with the field goal from 50, and he was psyched about it too.
And he also did well on kickoffs.
Right.
Yeah. Just Mr. Consistency. He does things very well. He knows what his strengths are, and he goes out there and does it. And as I said, to be one of only 4 or 5 guys in a very impressive list of guys that coaches put out there for special teams and kicking recognition.
Yeah. Yeah, Gerald's had some good ones here at Farragut over the years, and but not many of them 50 or more yards on a field goal. But McHugh did that tonight. Also hit the 29-yarder, like Tyler said, was good on the kickoffs. And it's the same thing as with Harrison. It's an opportunity to recognize someone differently as our Blair House Antiques player of the game. So offensively, we'll go with the kicker, as Ryan McHugh tonight accounts for 7 of Farragut's 13 points. And Garfield will get honorable mention. Max Garfield had himself a nice ball game with a total of 6 catches for 84 yards, including his 4th touchdown of the season, the 45-yarder that gave the Admirals a chance in the 4th quarter. But unfortunately, it was Barrett ripping off yet another 60-yard touchdown run pretty much on the heels of the Hobson to Garfield touchdown connection. And so it was right back out to 2 scores, and the Cavaliers able to win it tonight, 30-13. So those will be our selections. Blair House Antiques, players of the game, Ryan McHugh and Harrison Smith. We look forward to Thursday night against Oak Ridge at Eddie Courtney Stadium, Bill Claybo Field. As Coach Jeff Courtney said, it will indeed be senior night. It will be homecoming. And so it's going to be interesting, all of that happening on a Thursday night. But it's always fun when Farragut and Oak Ridge get together, and hope the Admirals can put this one behind them and get ready for a tough Oak Ridge team that, with a 21-10 win tonight over Hardin Valley, improved to 8-0 on the season. And you know, guys, they're probably going to remember well what Farragut did last year in jumping on the Wildcats early with a game-opening kickoff return by Ethan Farragut, then a long touchdown pass that went to Collins and to Landon Collins, and the Admirals big played them in the first half, and then just kind of ate up the clock to a large degree in the second half to get the win. But the series has kind of been back and forth in recent years, and I don't know. It's going to be it'll be fun. It's always fun when it's Farragut and Oak Ridge.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
And we talked about it a little bit on the car ride here, man. It's a rivalry that means a lot to me. It's a rivalry that means a lot to both communities. And come on out Thursday night, support both teams, both programs, recognize these seniors as they get one more chance to walk out onto the field of Eddie Courtney Stadium.
Yep. Bill Claybo Field, Eddie Courtney Stadium, Thursday night, 7 o'clock the kickoff time for Farragut and Oak Ridge. We'll be on the air at 6:15 with our pregame show. Look forward to bringing you all the action as Farragut and Oak Ridge Region 2 6A battle, week 10 of the high school football season. Tonight, the Admirals fall by a final of 30-13 here in Cookeville. We'll wrap things up saying for Nick Blankenship behind the camera, for Dusty Street back in our WFIV studios, for Tyler Carr and Brett Clendenin, I'm Eric Gerhardt. We say a collective thank you so much for listening. We wish you a very good night, a safe and enjoyable weekend.
Farragut High School football. The presenting sponsor, Precision Garage Door Service. The game brought to you by the Mike Dyer Agency, Fisher Tire,